but I want to ask you guys before I do start. So what do you think I've got to build? Just a little fun game for everyone. What do you think I've got to build?
Goof custom.
Goof custom.
This one,
Another vote
right?
for Goof Custom as well.
Yeah.
It's that good. Yeah.
Oh, you, Rena, what do you think I've got to build?
What do you think? What?
Well, what kit do you think I've got to build today?
My build, it's just... I just finished this
You've done
Optimus
him
Primal.
already. Oh, I didn't even wait for us.
Yep.
All right, Dennis, what do you think I've got to build?
I have no idea, man. I think, well, you built the Zerwalk, didn't you, recently, I think?
No, I just took a picture of it. I just took a picture of it.
Oh,
again.
really? Oh, okay. I don't know then. I'm stumped. I have no idea.
Right. This is what I've got. It was just some random one. Like, I was looking around and I was like, I don't want to start any of my bigger kits to build on stream in case like I mess up or whatever. Let's find something fun to build. And I just found this at the bottom of a pile. And I was like, yeah, that's something I need. And that's this.
Nice, Gelgoog.
Oh, Gelgoog. Nice.
Yeah, the green one. So I'm gonna give this a shot today. What are you, Dennis? What have you got to build today? Something clear?
Do you know what? No, actually, I might do 2 kits. Believe it or not, I've actually not had time to finish this guy yet. So I'm gonna. I've done the panel lining. I'm just gonna put the stickers on. I'm not too fussed about water decals. And then I'm going to top coat it. So I might come off stream just for a little bit. And then I might start MGSD bar battles afterwards.
Cool.
MGSD, oh my god.
Yeah. I promised myself it'll be like my Christmas build, so I need to start it at least.
That's it. First step is always the hardest.
Yeah.
Where's my Nipper?
Alex, so what are you building today, dude? Have you decided?
I haven't yet, to be honest. I'm thinking about building the Gundam aerial rebuild.
Aerial rebuild.
But
great.
Or because Goofy Dom is building Goof Custom, that's why I'm switching between Stein and Aerial. But
you can build. I've already built the Goof Custom. I was just adding my vote in. So you're free to build whatever you want. Yeah, I already built it.
But I think I will stick with the rebuild.
Ooh, I have kept this for a long time.
Because which for Mercury are just superior.
Mobile stuff.
They're crazy quick to build.
They are. It's hard going back after building, other HGs. But that aerial rebuild really surprised me. I thought it was a much nicer kit than the original aerial.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, the proportions are a little bit nicer, and the feet, right? The feet are a bit more planted. So it's a nice kit. How about you, Lucas? What are you doing today, man? Are you building anything or coming to chat?
Yeah, I need to finish the first of my gym customs. I bought, or not gym customs, the original gyms.
Right.
I bought 3 of them, and I need to finish the arm and the weapons for today. I think that'll be a pretty nice build for me.
Brilliant. So in case anyone
bought 3. Nice.
Yes, a squad. You got to get 3.
So
because 2 is not enough.
Anyway, guys, in case for all those who are watching haven't sort of got it from the title or our little showcase, we're just going to be building and chatting today. Nothing sort of on the books, nothing that we really want to talk about. But of course, if any of you guys have anything that you do want to sort of get opinions on, it's always good to have us all around here and have that sort of information in one place. So I'm gonna start this goof now. No, not goof. It's a Gelgoog. Where am I at? Okay. But yeah, I mean, have you guys seen those pictures for the new HGs for the new Seed movie?
Yeah. I'm not
I
sure.
saw the
I can't wait to watch it.
To be honest.
Yeah, I saw the box art. It looked cool.
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't seen Seed yet or Seed Destiny. Do they transform in the original series? I don't think so, right?
I think
Because there's
so.
like a
No.
transformation gimmick in the newer kits, and I don't remember seeing any transformations for the original Seed kits at all. So I don't know.
I think they modified a little bit.
Yeah,
yeah, they
because
definitely.
they're going with like a wing style transformation for the new Seed kits. I don't like. I'm not a really big fan of that transformation to begin with, so I was kind of confused. I don't know if that was a new thing or that was always there to begin with. So
Yeah, I mean, if you're asking what I think of them, they kind of lean
Mm.
towards build fighters, the way they come with like a lot of effects and stuff.
yeah.
I feel like they're sort of deviating from, well, what I know, but I haven't watched Seed. I just like the design of the kits. That one just sort of went
Seed
over me
is
like.
Seed is quite a long series as well, isn't it?
I'm not
Mm.
sure. I'm not
Like,
sure,
It goes on for a while, I think.
but I don't know. I think it just sort of went over my head because I went straight into UC. Then I sort of did the
Yeah.
tangent into IBO, which for Mercury, and then I'm sort of back in UC now. So I got a long way to go before I reach anything else. I've not even touched Zeta yet. I've been avoiding that because there's that new Build Fighters series as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
I do
the new one is
pre-order one of the
Oh.
Gundam from the Gundam Seed Memories,
Which
the
one?
big one. I pre-ordered it.
But yeah, that's probably going to be, from what I can see of the Bandai release schedule, the first sort of half of the year, the first 4 months of the year, that's just going to be full up of Seed. And then we've
Yeah.
got narrative. Well, that's what I'm really looking forward to. Like that NT.
Oh,
and
narrative Furka, right?
Yeah, man. Which is kind of weird because it seems like standard MGs have just disappeared now, right?
Yeah.
I guess we're getting MGXs or we're getting Vercars now, but no standards.
or MGSDs.
MGSDs, yeah.
I think it's just like all the alternative master grades now.
Yeah.
Or MG Extremes.
Yeah.
But I love the level of detail that they bring.
I've not built a EX yet. I've got the Strike Freedom ready to go. And I would be sorely tempted if I saw the Unicorn. But no, I've not built one yet. They do look good though. I've seen it built up about 3-4 times in different places, and it does look fantastic. But that was a recent build for you, isn't it, Alex? That was quite a recent one for you. The Strike Freedom. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long did that take you to build?
Effectively about 8 to 10 hours.
Oh.
If I don't count the breaks.
Yeah,
Between
fair
the
Okay,
pretty
without lunch, without dinner, without pooping, without sleeping,
without anything, just straight building.
without chatting, and ignoring families and girlfriends and
That's a gem.
need alone time for 10 hours.
It's self-care.
Self-care. This is my Zen time. Okay. I'm reaching the hammer. Forgot this. I'm salvaging anything I can find to do another custom builds.
All right.
Okay,
Oh, that's completely off my radar at the moment, is any sort of custom. I've still got my ideas of the ones that I do want to do, and I've got a few of them in the backlog, but I don't know, it's just so time consuming, so time consuming.
Consuming and confusing between I wanna do more backlogs or I wanna continue my customs. I don't know.
Mm.
When you get confused too much, I think my brain is so tired now, so I wanna sleep and ignore all of my GunPlas for a while.
Totally.
Oh, I'm like that with
And
video games
and then
mainly.
time circle tomorrow and the day after.
I'm like that with video games mainly at the moment. Like I'll stick a game on and then I'll just get my ass handed to me and I'm like, nah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I
New
recently got
games really
yeah,
disturb me very much.
I recently got Sifu
Sifu.
like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and I started playing it, and I didn't realize how hard that game was. I was getting beat so much. I was like, oh, I just want to like fight some like bad guys, whatever. Just do some cool moves. I was just getting like completely killed. That game is just too much, and I switched off. I was like, no, this is not the Christmas break I needed.
Yeah, that's exactly the feel I get. Like I kind of like basically Souls likes and stuff as well. But at the moment, like I'm playing Lies of P, and I'll go on there. And my usual thing is like if I go about 40 minutes to an hour at night, I'll go on there and do like one run, gather some souls, level up, then try to move forward. And I live streamed it. I think it was Christmas night. I spent about an hour on there. And I decided, okay, I'm going to venture into the next area. And I was just getting my ass handed to me over and over and over again. So I was just like, nah.
Is this which game is this? Sorry?
Lies of P.
Oh, Lies of P.
Yeah. Have you played it? Anyone
Yeah.
played it? Any Lies of P players here?
I haven't yet.
No.
Life's
I heard it's good.
P. I think there's a movie as well, right?
No, it's
Oh.
it's based on Pinocchio, the fairy tale, the Grimm
Oh,
fairy
okay,
tale.
my bad.
But it's actually designed by a company in Korea, which is a strange one. I've never played a Korean game before.
Hmm.
But it seems tight. Seems like they know what they're doing. Like it seems really tight.
Korea on the rise. Not in just music and pop culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But I suppose it's like that standing on shoulders of giants things, isn't it? Like where they can take stuff that, you know, the Japanese have developed or whatever, and then take it one step further, or perhaps throw some money at it to try and, you know, break through the competition, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean on manga level, they how is it called? The Korean manga style manhwa or something like
Yeah,
that.
manhwa, isn't it? Kingdom's
Yeah.
the only one I've read that's Korean.
Solo leveling.
I tell you what I have seen though recently is I haven't seen season 2, but I watched season 1 of Sweet Home. I couldn't remember the name then. Sweet Home. That's come from like a Korean manga too as well. But going back to Sifu a little bit, or kind of on a tangent to Sifu, is kind of adjacent to it. Is I watched Shang-Chi the other day.
Oh yeah. What did you think of it?
Nice.
I don't really know where it fits into the whole Marvel ecosystem with the 10 rings being the enemies. I feel like they could have done that with like with what's it called,
Kang.
Daredevil and Iron Fist. They could have sort of brought it up from Netflix to something bigger, especially because there was like one run where there's like basically a Mortal Kombat style tournament in Iron Fist, and Iron Fist ends up teaming up with Sabretooth in that, and that was a pretty cool run. I thought they could have done something with that. So it left me confused as to what it was in terms of Marvel movies, but it's so nice to see like that sort of film again. You know, they seem to sort of
Oh yeah, totally.
disappeared.
Yeah, I agree. I think as a standalone movie, it's a pretty good movie actually. I really enjoyed it personally, but
Yeah,
but
same
I
here.
agree with the whole Marvel thing. I think they've just kind of lost the plot a little bit, to be honest. Like just Marvel MCU in general.
Yeah, I think they.
It's not doing very well, to be honest.
Yeah, I
Either.
think they bit off more than they could chew, and with the new sort of trying to tie everything into Disney Plus, I don't know how well that worked for them either, because there's
Yeah.
tons of stuff that sort of just flew over my head at the time, which I'm going
Oh,
back and
totally.
rewatching now. But like I watched the Marvels in the cinemas, right? But I never watched Miss Marvel or Secret Invasion, and then I went back to try
Yeah,
and watch
same.
went back to try and watch Miss Marvel, and it's just like some teen high school thing, and I'm like, nope, not gonna.
Yeah,
No, I'm not gonna waste my time on
Loki?
that. Loki's amazing. Loki's brilliant.
Loki's great.
Yeah, could talk about Loki for hours.
What else did I watch? WandaVision, uh, Captain America, the Captain America,
Yeah, the Falcon and
the
Winter Soldier.
Falcon, yeah, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Did you guys watch the What If as well?
No,
The
I've not
season
seen
First
that.
season.
First season or the second season, or both, I guess.
Both.
But the zombie one is the first season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Then I only watched the first season. Yes.
Everything became a zombie. Even Thanos. Wait, not spoilers. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're past spoilers now. I think like
Yeah.
the most
for sure.
recent film is like 2-3 months ago.
Oh yeah, right. It's really nice when we got introduced to the multiverse thing, and then after multiverse, and then the What If came up with different side of the stories when the other universe, what does it look like, and then what happened
Yeah,
in that universe or in the other universe. This gave us a different perspectives.
yeah. Like we touched on this on our last podcast, but I just don't understand why they didn't go into like I forget what the arc's called, but the Doctor Doom, where Doctor Doom sort of gets all the best heroes from all the different multiverses and puts them against each other and stuff. I mean, that's the perfect excuse to get, everyone together in one place. But they decide to go for this, like, Kang the Conqueror timeline thing. And yeah. And when Doctor Strange came out as well, I hadn't watched WandaVision at that time. And like a bunch of stuff just went straight over my head with that one as well. So I don't know. I think they kind of lost it a little bit on this phase at least.
Yeah, I feel like now Marvel, whether it's shows or movies, it used to be complimentary to watch a TV show, and now it's required, and that's feeling more like a chore than like an actual enjoyment. And they release so much stuff at the same time; it's like really hard to keep up like what they're releasing, and you need to watch 3 series before you watch this movie, and it's just not like really enjoyable,
Yeah.
at least to me. It's just so.
Yeah,
just
some
enough.
movies, yeah. You have to watch this first, and then you will
Yeah.
understand about these movies. That gives
Yeah.
a less fun to watch some certain
Totally.
movies. Like when my friend wanna watch Miss Marvel, and she asked me what previous movies should I watch. And then, okay, I don't know. I haven't watched Mrs. Marvel. I haven't watched the Marvels. So you can watch it, or you can just enjoy the Marvels before you watch the previous movies. Just enjoy, just try enjoy the movies, and then eat your popcorns. Just enjoy. I say to her, enjoy the characters, the comedies, and then the interaction between the Carol Danvers with her boyfriend or something. I don't, just I don't quite disappointment with the enemies from the Marvels, but yeah.
Oh yeah, she was fighting against, oh I forget the name of them, but those people again, wasn't she, from her home planet or whatever, or her second home planet?
The next Kree, the next Kree with the purple hammer.
Because the guy out of Guardians of the Galaxy had that hammer before, didn't he? If I remember correctly.
Ronan?
Ronan, yeah.
I don't know. It gets very tangled. I think it gets very tangled. And I'm not 100% sure because like I don't know maybe it's because it's just me or because what they've done hasn't really stuck. But like I forget a lot of the stuff that happens. Like I don't know what the hell's going on with Wong and Doctor Strange at the moment. Like what happened to Doctor Strange?
Oh yeah,
If
there's that
anyone wants
portal
to,
at the end.
I
He
don't
just
know
walks
if
through it.
I don't know if anyone can film me. He just disappears. God.
Yeah, I don't really know what that was about either. And then he has like the third eye,
Oh. God knows.
which to be fair, apparently happens in the comics. So I think that's like quite canon, but it's just a bit random for like new viewers if you don't know what's going on.
Yeah. And I think power scaling becomes a bit of an issue as well at the moment.
Oh yeah,
Like, you've got people like Wanderers who can literally just like change the fabric of the world. And then Doctor Strange, which basically can do anything. And it's like, how do you power scale those characters when you need to introduce a new enemy? And then the enemies get like ridiculously powerful then.
yeah.
When you saw What If, Doctor Strange was really really powerful, combining with the movie version of the Doctor Strange.
I think it's one of the things they play on in the movies is like, oh, he hasn't learned how to do it yet or whatever, isn't there? And then a new baddie comes along and he has to learn something and then gets more powerful to take him on or whatever. But I don't know, it's a little long in the tooth at the moment. But
Also, the more characters you introduce, you have to explain why they're absent for like
for so long, yeah.
Right? It does like, oh, you were there the whole time and you didn't do anything. That doesn't make sense, right? If you just introduced a random new character, it's just it's really hard to like round up the stories once you get into so many arcs and characters, and that just happens, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a downside.
And
Because
also, go ahead.
I'm not focusing. Seeing Black Bolt was awesome in Doctor Strange. That is his
Awkward
name,
dead.
isn't it? Black Bolt. The guy who can basically kill people with his voice. The Inhuman.
Oh, that guy.
Because the
The I'm
Inhuman...
sorry guy?
I don't know. I haven't seen the Inhumans, but the Inhumans in the comics are like crazy. There's no other way to put it.
Inhumans, the only movies I haven't watched yet.
Yeah, I've not seen that either. But in the comics, the Inhumans are like terrifying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I should check it out.
Yeah. They have something to do with Namor as well, who also in the comics is terrifying. In the film, not so much.
Okay.
But that's the problem I'm talking about. Like how when they say like Wakanda is like the peak of civilization, and then suddenly this dude comes in, he's like, "Well, I'm Namor the Submariner." But I suppose that's why it's nice to have different things to sort of pick from. Like if I feel like a bit of Marvel, then sort of delve into Marvel. If I feel like Gundam, then you can delve into Gundam, isn't it? Because you know, the feel is totally different.
Mm-hmm.
D15.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, what do you guys think about the recent fire of is it Jeremy Ryan Kang, basically the actor that got
Ah.
fired? How would they round that up? What do you think is the best way to round that up for the next movie?
I don't.
Honestly, I have no
Probably.
idea. Since his last case, the actor.
Yeah.
Maybe cast
Or maybe
red-haired
recast.
Irish guy for that role,
Patrol.
like they did on Ariel Mermaid.
The perfect form.
It's a shame, man. Like I don't know. I haven't sort of looked into it. I tend not to look into sort of like celebrity gossip or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what it is he's done or hasn't done. But as an actor, I think he brought a lot to that role. I think it's going to be a hard blow. It was one of those, like, but then again, it could be you know how the writing in Loki sort of set him up as well. But
Yeah.
I thought he sort of brought something really well to that
So
role.
before Kang got beaten by Loki, Kang got beaten by his own case from the reality. Which is actually embarrassing.
That's the thing, though. They started. One of them thinks they're better than the other, and they start a war amongst themselves, don't they?
Ouch. Ouchie.
Anyone seen the new Aquaman?
No, I haven't watched the Aquaman.
I thought this movie got lost.
Your boy, what's up, your boy?
What's the point of watching it anyways? Like the DCU is done. Like that's literally the last of. Like there's no point of watching it anymore unless you, I don't know.
Just a popcorn movie, though, isn't it, man?
Yeah, it's just more of a CGI fest, isn't it?
Yeah, you're not taking anything away from it, but it's like I'll probably end up watching it if it's still in the cinemas after New Year's.
Wait a second.
Did I use the right one? Because that's not got a peg in the middle. Okay, guys.
Yeah, everybody's so focused here. Holy crap.
Yeah,
How's it
boys
going,
checking
man?
And I'm here just like, what? Sorry, say again?
Your boys checking in for the remix.
Yeah. I'm only here for a little bit because unfortunately I have to go to work in like 20 minutes.
Oh,
Well, I have to leave work, so
yeah.
yeah, I just thought I'd pop in and say what's up to y'all. Hope y'all
What time
have
is
a
it
good
now?
holiday.
You too, man.
Right
man,
now
you
for
too.
me, it is 11:30 a.m. and I
Oh.
start work at 1 p.m. and I have to leave, well, in about like half an hour, 20-ish minutes or so. So, yeah, I thought I'd pop in, say what's up, see how y'all are doing,
Nice
spread
one,
some of
man.
the holiday cheer, you know.
Holiday cheers.
Yeah, a lot
Almost New Year.
a lot of people's work schedules suck a little bit this year. It's not falling too good, is it, this year, the dates?
I had to go to
Yeah.
work on 25th December, and I have to go to work again at the 1st January. How awkward is
Man.
that?
Yeah, I know, that's
8 hours
rough.
straight.
Oh.
Me, the only reason why I caught the short end was because I'm still on training. My 3-month probation is actually up next week, actually.
Nice.
And because of the training, like I still have to do the mandatory schedule. but because there's some holidays that fell into this the training schedule. So for example, this week there's Christmas, next week there's New Year's, so we have like a few days off in between. But I don't have the tenure yet to actually book like a full week off to fully enjoy the holidays. So next year, guys, next year.
It's cool.
So what's everybody
I found
building?
a perfect join for the Kit Pass kinda.
You're gonna have to tune into the YouTube, man, to find out what we're building.
Damn it. I thought I might get a little VIP status, you know, because
I can repaint this Kit Pass for the next year.
Ooh, dude, I'm digging the hammer.
And also, guess what is this? It with its back.
Okay,
Is it from the
I'm getting.
bow?
It's from the master grade,
Okay.
but I put it on the high grade.
Is that the Calamity backpack? No, eh?
No, it's from the IBO. I think it's a Gusion or the Gusion rebake.
Ah. Okay, got you.
This dude loved the hammer.
I've gotten absolutely nowhere with
Why
mine.
I keep
I've
laughing at this
done,
hammer?
like, that much.
Okay, and this is perfect. All I need is just create more joints to befit the Gusion rebake's armor
Not happening,
into this
guys.
high grade armor.
Anyone getting further than me? I think. Alex, you started at 0 as well, didn't you? How far into your area do you get in?
I just cut out 3 runners already.
Ah, right. So you're snipping and then snapping.
Snipping, cleaning, and then I build at the end.
So how does everyone tend to build? Do they cut everything off first and then snap, or do whatever afterwards, or do you kind of just go as you cut?
No, I built after that feature. So just to make sure everything's clean and there are no overseen nut marks or something like that.
Yeah. Nice.
And it saves so much more time building.
Nice.
All
The other
depends.
way around, you always
Well,
pick the runner, search for the piece, and like, yeah, you have this. You pick them about 20 or 30 times, and that's too much for me. I'm a lazy guy, and I want to make it quick and efficient. The German way.
He's gone native. He's gone native. I hope you don't drink their beer, man.
Yeah, you. Do they sell them in Thailand as well? German
Yeah.
beer?
Not really, no.
The most breweries like Leo are from Germany, or from a German brewmaster who flew to Thailand.
Wait, I think
Ah, right. So that's why it tastes like Budweiser.
Yeah.
Where's my
where is the
over then? Yeah, man. It depends what day you ask me on, because today I'm sort of just doing them piece by piece. Sometimes I'll snap out like a section, so I'll snap out 2 arms, 2 legs, or a body, or whatever, then build them. But I do like to see it go together. It gives me sort of motivation to carry on. But yeah, I'd say
Nice.
80% of the time I spend on a kit is probably nub removal.
Yeah. It's always the longest, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the pain, man.
Do people use like sanding sticks, or do you use glass files? What do people prefer? I
use
guess.
I want to get
I
to
used to use it,
gas files,
but I used
to use gas files, but haven't got the
Yeah,
time
last
to.
Nice.
Try them. What do you prefer,
Yeah.
Rivals?
What the?
Oh.
Sorry, go on. You guys go first.
To be honest, I use both, depending on the where the nub mark is. If it's like in an awkward area, sometimes one works better than the other. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, I just kind of use both, to be honest. I use the I've got the GunPla one, which is pretty good, and I got it in the set, which is with the what's it called? The balance of this thing. It's pretty good.
Those things are.
Yeah, because then it mats it out, because the razor makes it like really shiny and glossy.
Do you carry them in stock at your store?
No, I don't. I need to get in touch, but I don't know. Maybe that's like a next year thing.
Yeah, I could. Those are some really good quality tools. Like, from my personal experience, I could say that GunPla is some pretty good tools.
Yeah, for sure. Has anyone tried the Display ones? Is that how you say it? Display?
I haven't.
Oh.
Usually
90%
just
of the
regular.
stuff here is all Tamiya because importing anything just
Like
costs a ton. But there seems to be
Yeah.
already a big Tamiya presence here, so yeah,
Use
all the stuff I
sponges
use
from-
is Tamiya.
I want to get some of those. Those sponges. They're good.
Yeah.
Aren't they? Yeah.
They're and perfect for undergated parts.
Yeah. Definitely.
Where have I put that? Is there another one? No. Oh man, not going well for me today. I've just lost one of my polycaps.
That's hard.
I think this might be the
I hope your
last.
room is clean, so you'll find it.
Oh yeah, my room is mega clean, man. But they disappear. They're like Marvel pieces, aren't they? They disappear into the multiverse. They're gone. The instant your eyes leave them. Where is that?
Oh yeah. Some random idea. I just add a missile pod.
Crazy. What a beefy boy.
Do you prefer a hammer or a kite for this guy?
Why not both?
I like both.
I like
Why not
both.
both?
You use that.
So I have a backpack like a turtle, a missile pod, a hammer, and a sky. Okay, this is gonna be a busy guy. More like a delivery guy.
I mean, if you want to stick to the theme and the shell part, you'll probably go with a hammer or stick to the hammer.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so too at the first, but when I keep salvaging, I found this kite that's supposed to belongs to the death kite, the hell from the high grades Gundam wing. I confused between hammer or kite. These shields? No, not selectable.
All right, fellas. Well, I know it was brief. I just popped in, only to pop back out. But now I got getting my stuff ready to go to work, boys. So enjoy your building. Happy holidays, and we will all definitely be in touch on the DMs. All right.
No worries, man.
Cheers,
Take
guys.
care.
Definitely, man.
Take care.
Peace.
See you, man.
Happy holiday. I only have 1 day holiday, which is Friday. Oh my god. Even weekends I go to the office.
Oh no, man. That's
11 p.m. is the best time for me to hang out with you guys. Making progress. Between 11 p.m. or 3 a.m. I don't know.
It's the only time I can seem to find which is okay for the guys in the UK and for the guys who are in America. But I thought a bunch of us would be off today. I thought that, it would just be one of those days where, family stuff would sort of be done and then there would just be a day for chilling. But it seems like a lot of people have got work. Like Christian, he's got work today as well. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame, really.
yeah. I think it's like Christmas Day usually is off. Boxing Day is off, like the 26th, and then 27th and 28th, and maybe 29th is like a weird. You're either working or you're not working, depending where you actually work, like what your job is and stuff
Yeah.
in the company.
Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought for some reason
I have to
that
tidy up my desk.
most people would have sort of the week off, but well,
Mm.
that's how out of a loop I am with work.
Yeah. Some companies honor it, some don't.
Yeah, I suppose they. I mean, some people will force you to take it as holidays as well, don't they? They say we're shutting this day and this day. These 3 days are bank holidays, and you have to take like an extra 3 days or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is a bit naughty, I think. But if we're talking about a bit naughty, I could go into that for a very long time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
On work culture.
Here it's no work, no pay. So
Yeah.
D18. This is a lot harder than I thought. I don't know how you guys. Perhaps it's because I got a bit of pressure on my shoulders trying to host it, but this is a lot harder than I thought it would be. I thought it'd just be sitting around chilling, talking, and I'm like properly struggling. I've lost one piece already.
Oh no.
Lost and piece into the carpet, I believe.
No carpet, thankfully, but I don't know where it's
Oh,
gone.
no.
Like it has to be here. I've not moved, so I don't know where it can be. Right? It has to be here. So I don't
Is
know.
it on your chair? Sometimes you might be sitting on it.
You might be sitting on it. Yeah, it might be. It may be.
Unfortunately, not.
Oh,
Where could you be?
that's how I found some of my pieces. At least. Oh. Yeah.
Never that easy.
This hammer actually balanced my GunPla. Without hammer, this is too heavy.
It's under my PC. No. So anyone sort of gone for any of the Christmas sales on the video game side?
No, I just got Sifu. That was on sale. That's why I got it. But that was it.
How about any of you guys? Or has it been a Gundam Christmas?
Gundam Christmas.
Gundam it is, yes.
What'd you get, man?
Optimus Primal this year and Destroy Gundam for next year.
Cool. So, Lucas, what did you get?
For Christmas, is it?
For the next month.
I got the Fukuoka Hyzak, or it is the Hyzak, right? The red, white, and blue Zaku that's exclusive to Fukuoka. Gundam
Wow.
factory.
Oh, yeah, that one's
Because I
cool.
have a friend who's coming from Japan and he agreed to just bring it to me for free. So I was like, okay, I'll just get one.
That's
So
epic.
yeah, just that.
That's epic.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a
I've
cool
spent
kit.
too much on my trip to Japan this August or July and August, so not too much.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that as well. That was something that I was gonna.
Mm.
Might as well segue into
Yeah.
it now, I suppose. So, how was it? You've seen every single 1-to-1, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Went to Tokyo, Yokohama, Fukuoka, and then Shanghai for my last stop. I think out of the four, Yokohama is definitely the one to go to. It's a one in like it's a one experience. It's the experience as a Gundam fan
That's
to go.
the unicorn, right? Daiba City, or
No,
was
no,
it
no.
the
The moving
RX.
the moving Yokohama one, the RX 700,
the
the one that
yeah,
I
100.
I know.
wish I wanna go there.
yeah, I think it's being taken down next year. I think in April. So that's
March, I believe in March, which is
but
sad.
like you have to buy like tickets and you can buy an optional ticket to go like to the G dock, which is right next to the head. But I didn't go up there because I wanted to see the entire thing when it moves, right? So like I was like in the front row and it was at night, the lights were all on and they were playing the music from the series and it was like magical. Um
Amazing feels.
it was amazing, exactly. It was really
Pretty
good.
sick.
Yeah, I bet that was
Um
nuts.
I
yeah.
agree, though. You kind of want to look at it from far away, don't you? Not like
Yeah.
close up.
Yeah. Well, I was pretty close. I was like right under its foot.
Oh, no.
So yeah, but I wanted to experience like from the bottom down to see like how massive it is. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty cool. Um, but to my surprise, I went to Tokyo first to see the unicorn, and to my surprise, in the Gundam base Tokyo, there were the stock wasn't pretty good. It was like sold out. Like nearly all the good stuff was already sold out. Already. So I was kind of disappointed with that. But Yokohama was pretty good. Fukuoka was pretty good. Everything was well stocked. But just Tokyo, it was. I think maybe it was the most attractive site out of the four because it's adjacent to Tokyo and it's easier to get to. So I guess that's probably the reason why. But the stock wise, everything except Tokyo was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's how it goes sometimes. In the popular places, they get stock, but it's usually like back ordered, and people know
Yeah.
about it the instant it hits the shelves, and it's gone within a day.
Yeah.
I was surprised when I went down to Bangkok as well. I thought I'd be snatching up all the ones that I was after
Mhm.
and sort of finding all strange ones, but the stock's better up here.
Mm.
I think it's because, like, they'll do a big blanket order and then all the popular stuff will sell out quick and then they'll reorder it, right? Whereas the stuff that
Yeah.
sort of is on the fringes sits on the shelves, which can be good and bad. I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, when I first came here, I pretty much wiped out my local store getting all weird, crazy kits, like, which at the time were pretty hard to find and some still pretty hard to find. That Evangelion, limited edition Evangelion kit that I still haven't built, along with the other 100,000 kits I haven't built.
Mm.
So what's the freedom like in Shanghai? That's the one I really want to see.
I went there during the day, but I think there is also like a light show at night. But the Gundam base itself in Shanghai is pretty small. But if you've seen my story, it's pretty well stocked as well. There weren't a lot of people, but yeah, it was pretty good. They had the one I got there was the RG Freedom, which has the modified mold for the inner frame because apparently the RG Freedom is pretty bad and they just decided to do like a
It is.
1.5 version of it, which I was pretty excited about. I still haven't built it yet; it's like stored, but yeah, I'm definitely
Dude,
looking forward to building
it's a
that.
terrible kit. You don't want to touch it. You want to sell it to me, okay?
Okay. Yes.
It's awful.
All right,
It's god
guys. I
awful.
need to
Don't touch
catch
it.
up my time with my son. I'll see you guys later.
No worries, man. Have a good one.
Right.
Take care, man.
Take care. Take care.
But now I was more like wondering how the freedom, the statue itself was, because like I think out of all the kits, I'd say, depending on what day you ask me, it's either the Freedom or Barbatos, which is the two favorite kits of mine. So to see that 1-to-1 would be absolutely epic.
Is that
Yeah.
the one in Shanghai?
Shanghai, yeah.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, I'm not a big fan of the pose that the statue has. It's like I don't know how to even call this pose. It's what like a T-Rex. I don't know. Like it's kind of awkward. And apparently it moves as well at night. Like it can raise its hand like as if it's pointing towards the sky, I think. But I went there in the day, so I didn't get to see like the light shows. But seeing it in person, it's about this. It's let's see, because it has the wings on the back, so it appears a lot bigger.
Yeah.
I think it's like maybe the second biggest, right behind the Yokohama Gundam, because of its wings. And then you have the new, and then the unicorn. But yeah, it's like larger in person as well, with the wings on its back. So it was pretty cool.
Nice.
But I'm not a big fan of the pose though. So
Yeah, I looked it up. It really is a T-Rex pose.
I want to see now. Let me get my phone out.
yeah, take a look.
That's one of those things where it's probably like until you see it, it doesn't stand out, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Right.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I feel like he's balancing himself, like if he's gonna
Yeah.
tumble down, like he's balancing. It's kind of weird.
Like I'm looking at like the Google images, yeah, and if you look at him from his left side, he looks epic. But if you're looking at him front on, it looks really. So I'm guessing there's a main road that passes by, and he's meant to pose for that angle. That's the only reason I could see him why he looks like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, there's a main road, so he's facing the main road. He is. But yeah, seeing him straight on front, 100% to get you.
It almost looks like they run out of budget or time or something, and they were like, "Right, that's it. This will do." I just saw it. Yeah,
You know how it is. Corporate will say something, and everyone else has to follow, no matter how stupid the
pretty
idea
much. That's pretty much it.
You know what it is, right? There's probably a building across the street, and he looks directly at that, like CEO's desk or something. So where he's sat, he gets like a perfect view of the Freedom.
Oh yeah. He gets like the best angle of it.
That's what it's gotta be, 100%.
Yeah.
One sec. Let me just snip out a few pieces. This is very, very, very difficult. Should have gone and took David's advice and built an EG.
Yeah. Have you got any?
No. This is probably the easiest kit I've got.
Damn.
I'm pretty excited about the EG strike packs that's coming.
Really?
I wasn't expecting that. And that's general release as well, right? So
yeah,
that's pretty
I
cool.
think they are. Yeah.
But once you start factoring in price, it's probably about the same price as the Strike RG, right?
Yeah. Adding them both together, yeah.
See, that's
But
where
Strike RG isn't the one that I want to get. I think that's the only strike that I don't have.
we've got
the
a
RG strike.
Got a Strike fan here, have we?
Yeah. It's too floppy for me.
Yeah, the RGs are Oh, they look great, but they're just not there, man. They're just not there. A lot of them. Like, I wasn't really that pleased with my God Gundam at all. Like it's almost.
That one's quite.
Yeah.
That was quite popular. Sorry, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, man. That's why I was looking forward to it. It had like a lot of people were
Yeah.
saying how good it was.
Yeah.
But compared to the old in comparison, like Zaku 2 MG, nah, take the old Zaku 2 MG over that. God, any day.
Do you know what it is? I think it's the product pictures. They sell them because the God Gundam, it's just got some crazy poses, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit like the
It's the
G40.
posability.
It's a little bit like the G40. It's got those like joints that extend further than the normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have no idea why they used the pre-molded arms. And the shoulders. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Oh, the shoulders, man.
They're
like,
so floppy.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I talked about this on our last podcast. I like twisted it, and the little nub that keeps it in place literally just sheared off immediately.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also the arms, when you swivel the arms, it's not very tight. There's like a little tiny gap that connects the elbow with your forearm for the RG Gundam, and it's not very tight. So there's always like a little gap that's kind of irritating. It doesn't fall off. There's a tiny gap.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I've balanced mine up, and it just sits there now. But I suppose it's nice to have because of all the what do they call it? The effect parts. The effect parts make it look much more impressive than it actually is.
Oh, like the spinning effect.
Yeah, the back and the and the hand and
cool.
Stuff. Like, yeah, it makes it look a lot more. I probably don't like this word, but I don't really know any other word to say. But it looks a lot more like expensive than it actually is.
Yeah.
It's not really like a good descriptor for Gundam, but that's the only way I can really describe it.
No, I get you.
But yeah, I mean, I'm seriously considering selling off my 144ths. I say as I build one. But I've got the Hainu, Nightingale, New, Sazabi, and Zeong. And like, I know they're supposed to be really good kits, but I've got all of them except for the Zeong in 1100. So I'm just like, do I really need 2 sets?
Is the Xeon the RG or the HG?
RG.
RG. Oh, I would build that.
Yeah?
I love that kit. Yeah, I do a pose on that soon. But I think it's a very, very underrated kit. Like the engineering for that kit is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pre-molded. There's only the pre-molded hand, which is not a biggie, and I think that's the only pre-molded part for that kit, which is nice. Everything else is KPS, I believe.
That's good then. That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know a lot of people swear by like the Sazabi and the Hainu, so I don't know. They're in the backlog. They're not hurting anyone right now.
Let me know when you build the Sazabi because I broke a lot of parts on that kit and I know exactly what.
You'll have to.
Yeah.
You'll have to DM me, man. But I think the Vercar might get built first.
Okay.
I really want, like, I got a lot of kits which I buy, like, because I want to pose them together, right? So at the moment, I'm working on my Char Char mobile suit. So I've done the Zaku 2, done the Zigok, and now I've got the Gelgoog up next. I want to do the high-res Astray first, and then I'm going to do Gelgoog. Other Gelgoog, not green Gelgoog. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. But I want to do like the Vercar Sazabi and the Vercar Vercar New. Then the High New to go with Nightingale. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit OCD like that.
Sazabi or Nightingale, design-wise, do you prefer?
Probably the Nightingale, just because of how crazy it is, without being like mobile armor crazy.
Mm.
I think.
You
What
think?
about yeah, what do you guys think?
That's like saying, what's your favorite Gundam, number 1 or number 2? It's like, well, that's first and second spot. So probably Nightingale because it's a bit weird. Then Sazabi because it's just epic. Yeah.
Okay.
And then everything else. Yeah, I'd say number 1 Nightingale, number 2 Sazabi. Then the Gundams that I enjoy, probably Strike Freedom.
Oh, are those
Battle
actually
Ghost.
your favorite? Like
Yeah.
of all? Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
Like I like the Mono Eyes. I like the Zaku and the Goof and the Gelgoog, and you know they're endearing, right? But they're not like favorites.
Mm.
Yeah, I've still yet to build a Zaku. Actually, I've not built one yet.
What?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
We need to do.
Which one are you planning to start then?
The F2.
Okay, yep. The
I
F2.
think it's probably my favorite design from all of them.
Yeah.
That's the white one, right?
Very.
Yeah, I just think it just looks so clean. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have like the.
Okay.
Yeah, it just doesn't have like this. It doesn't have the spike. Oh no, it does have the spikes, but it's got like an optional like head part. I think you can put on its head, and or you can take it off if you want.
Yeah.
So no.
Me and Jake had this conversation a long time ago, but basically we think that people our sort of age, millennials, right, tend to gravitate towards like the white stuff because back in like the 90s, whenever you bought an action figure, you'd get a standard release, which would be like green camo. And then if you wanted the special ones, you either had to go for the desert camo or the Arctic camo. And the Arctic camo was always the coolest, hands down. So like when you see like these all white kits like the Sinanju Stein or like the F2 and stuff like that, they just have that sort of feel to them. That sort of like yeah man, can't really put it to words, but yeah.
I think it's like its weapon is like the gun it holds as well. It just looks more old school, like more manual rather than like a beam rifle. I don't know if I can't remember if it is a beam rifle or not, but I think it's more like a shotgun or something. It just looks that way. I don't know. I just like the old school feel of it.
Yeah, I'm a sucker
No
for the
energy
old school.
weapons, all bullets.
Sorry.
No energy weapons, all bullets.
I do like beam sabers.
Mm.
Yeah, but again, sometimes they just look like the gun. Like when you build a Gundam, sometimes I find like the Gundam will be so cool, and then you put the beam saber on it, and it just looks fake. It doesn't look like it's. I don't know. It just detracts from it a little bit.
Totally.
Unless you like put like an LED unit inside somehow, make it light up.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I kind of get what you mean. But this is where posing and bending the beams really show off.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I was so adverse to it to begin with. I was like, oh, I'm not going to ruin my beams. But then, I think it was actually Choo Choo's Demi Trainer, the second one, the big one. And I was like, I'm going to give it a shot. And I ended up doing that. And I was like, yeah, there's no going back to straight beam sabers now.
Nice. Yeah, I tend to put all the beam sabers away. I never really use them. I think apart from the Ilfrith, then I've kept that one on, but the rest I don't really use them.
Is it me or does the beam sabers on the Frith, are they really long? Like in comparison
Yeah, they
to the
are
body?
overly long, actually.
I'm gonna go grab mine now and let everyone see in case they. Yeah, this is what we're talking about, everyone. I'm back. Look how
Yeah,
long the beam sabers are
Oh
in comparison to like the actual MS.
Are they are they are they flat? Can't remember. Or are
No,
they round?
they're round, but they're just
Oh,
like
they're round.
massive.
Yeah, I was if there are going to be beam sabers, I prefer the flat ones as well. I think they just look more like sleeker, more futuristic,
Yeah.
which kind of goes against what I said about old school.
I think that's the good thing about Gundam, though. You've got those different timelines, you've got those different designs, which
Yeah.
is actually something I'll probably want to bring up and have a chat to you guys about. Is like I just posted up my Zowart picture, right, and I was talking to Alex about it. And like I said on the comment there, like I think that the thing that Witch for Mercury does best, and I think what it will be known for in the future, is its mobile suit designs. I think that if you like militaristic designs, it's got it. Futuristic designs, it's got it. Crazy Japanese space robot designs, it's got it. I just think that like it knocks it out of
Yeah.
the park. I think that's one of the biggest like things that they did right, was getting different mechanical designers and different companies.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, 100%. I think yeah, it's like the designs of the mobile suits themselves. I think definitely it's a bit of like a fresh coat of paint that I think Gundam maybe needed for a long time, especially with like the classic like designs with the like V fin, the red, blue and yellow kind of paint job and all that stuff.
The first 2 or 3 episodes where they're like, Ariel isn't a Gundam. It's like, seriously?
Yeah. Probably why it became so popular, I think.
Yeah.
But also I think it was less confusing to understand, like just the anime in general, because it was based in like high school and like a school rather than like military and
Yeah. I don't know, I just think it fell at the right time, I think, for a lot of people. I think it fell at a time where anime was growing, and perhaps, like you said, it being a protagonist-led story with high school elements is sort of more accessible than, mecha was its own genre before, wasn't it? Like it was a big step into mecha.
Yeah. Just a bit more relatable, I guess.
Yeah, it did a lot of things right, except for that ending. Still to a
yeah.
Not a fan of the ending. Way too fast.
I don't think anyone is, right?
Yeah. You guys know what the Earth suits are called? The Dom-like suits that the Earth people piloted? I don't know if they're going to release a kit for that. I'm a big fan of that design.
Oh,
I forgot what.
Yeah.
I just Google it. Okay. I actually don't know.
Yeah, I know exactly the kit you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's the scene on season 2, isn't it, where like the guys get attacked by is it the Heinrich Strum? I think they get attacked by, and they use the suit against them. And one guy's like in a Humvee with a 50 cal. It's like, that's not gonna work.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? Because there's a couple of suits in that show that they never created as like GunPla. Like the original Elfrefs, the two, like the slightly like green looking ones, like the grey green ones.
Oh, the mass production
like right at the start in the prologue. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I suppose it is just a Ilfrith with a green paint job without the bunny ears, and that's it. That's all it is, isn't it?
T Bandai, mark it up 30%. No.
Yeah.
Yep, enjoy that.
Yeah.
To be fair though, the have you guys seen the Demi Garrison, the P Bandai one? That looks cool. I really want to get that.
Yeah.
The black Demi trainer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
That looks so dope.
Yeah, I've been keeping up to date with the P Bandai stuff, and they do look cool. But once they sort of hit shelves here, the price is like astronomical.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. it's like MG pricing at that point, and like I just can't. I
But
don't know.
people,
I got
people
30
buy
of them
them,
over
don't
there,
wow.
isn't it? Like I've got all of them. Like I suppose if you're sort of picking the kits you like, then that's one thing. But I've literally got the whole range. So I don't know. Maybe I'm burnt out on it.
Yeah.
So, who thinks we're getting Hathaway this year or this upcoming year?
The next installment of the movie?
Yeah.
When was the last one? 2019?
Don't know.
Have to look it up.
It's just cut that piece of Lord of the Rings in where it's like and it was lost to time when the ring was lost to time.
Maybe 2015 then, right? I haven't seen it, but it's a pretty relatively recent one.
Yeah, I've not seen it, so I
21,
don't really know.
just 2 years ago. Hathaway's
2 years.
flash cut.
It was just 2 years ago. Wow. Feels like an
2021.
eternity.
Yeah.
Oh, Hathaway's Flash is amazing. That is like Charles counterattack Hathaway. That's peak Gundam in my opinion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it like anything, you have to sort of have a taste for it first. Otherwise, you sort of won't get the nuances right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched it. Then I went on to see how the manga plays out, and if they follow the manga, it's going to be crazy.
Okay.
Wait, so it is a manga already, or it isn't yet?
Yeah, it's a manga already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be good. If they follow the manga. If they do a Witch from Mercury, then he's gonna suck ass. So where are all you guys sitting on the lore side of things? Because we're missing our lore guys today. But like as you all know, I'm UC. Basically first half UC up to Unicorn. Anything from Unicorn on, that's beyond me. And IBO, Witch from Mercury. That's where my lore sort of sits. How about you guys? We'll go my screen. We'll go Alex, Lucas, then Dennis last.
Excuse me?
So where do you sit with the lore of?
It's quite similar to yours, to be honest. I haven't deep dived like crazy into UC and beyond Unicorn.
Right.
That's what
How about Doan's Island? Have you seen Doan's Island?
Yes, I did, and I like the Zaku designs, but it felt like, I don't know. It wanted to be so much more, and it didn't work.
I get what you mean.
Is that one all in like 3D? Did they animate that in 3D?
It's not hand drawn, but it's not like 3D. It's 2D, but it's definitely sort of. I don't know what the technical term is, but it's definitely not frame by frame.
It's like a CGI film. A CGI render film.
Oh, okay.
But the Gundam looks wicked in it, man. The Gundam looks really nice. The 78.
Yeah.
Probably the nicest depiction of the 78, I think. It looks monolithic. But yeah, I completely get what you're saying, man. Because like not to spoil it, because I don't think Dennis has seen it, right?
Yeah, no.
But like you get to see a lot from the point of a Xeon character, Doan. But then they kind of want Amuro to come in and be the hero and save the day, and both things clash a little bit. In the start, it's kind of cool how they're trying to find middle ground, but then it kind of gets a bit, it kind of instead of balancing each other out, they kind of cancel each other out. That makes sense. That's how I felt about it anyway. I don't know if Alex agrees, but
Mm.
I mean, the portrayal of Amuro didn't work for me. He's a stubborn dude, and he's a protagonist, and he wears a plot armor, but
plot armor.
plot armor.
Okay, so if we're talking about lore, I'm pretty simple. I am still watching everything in release order. So original Mobile Suit 79, Double Zeta, Char's Counter Attack. I've watched everything up to not including Victory, plus G-Witch. So I'm in a large gap, but I've watched everything released up to I think 1990. I think.
Nice.
So I don't really like read deeply into like the lore stuff because to be completely honest, I'm more into Gunpla than Gundam, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm more of a classic model guy than the lore guide, but if you gave me some material to watch, I'd be happy. But I do plan on finishing watching like the 8th MS team, IBO and stuff, but I tend to watch everything in release order. And so far, my favorite media from Gundam is Double 80.
Nice.
Yeah, War in the Pocket. That one.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one, and then it's Stardust Memory. I don't know if you guys read the manga of Stardust Memory. That's way better than the anime. They nearly fixed everything that I had issues with the anime. Yeah. So yeah, I'm more of a UC guy. I haven't even watched Seed yet, so no comment on that. But I do like Strike. That's probably the only suit that I like so far from that franchise. But yeah.
Not even the red frame? Not even the red frame, dude? Everyone loves the red
Asprey,
frame.
a little bit too flashy in my taste. I think it's more like, I don't know. It's a little bit too flashy. So, yeah.
Fair enough. I love the Ashtray. I think it's cool as hell.
What's your favorite Ashtray variant?
Probably the high-powered. I just think it's over the top. No, powered red, isn't it? You know, the one with the big gorilla arms. Which I luckily bought recently. That was like one where I saw it built up in Gundam base before I even kind of knew what Gundam was. And I was like, what is this crazy looking thing? I need it in my life.
Doesn't it also come with like a large samurai sword hilt as well?
No, that's like one of those Chinese knockoffs, that is, that one.
I think the metal build comes with it, right? And then I don't know if the HIRM comes with that. Yeah,
I'm 99% sure it's like Daban or some Chinese knockoff that comes with that big crazy samurai, like the 1-to-1 scale sword hilt.
Okay, let me double check.
I mean, I could be wrong, but again.
I'm not crazy over these like stickers on this Day Zero Go, but it's been a while since I've used stickers.
I don't bother with stickers anymore. I just totally given up on them now, unless they're like the Schwartz ad.
Yeah, I've not built that one, to be honest.
Oh, that's like it's kind of got little like indentations where the stickers go, and the stickers are basically plastic stickers, adhesive plastic parts. So yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're pretty thick, like a good couple millimeters thick. They're not floppy or anything. They're rigid.
Yeah. That's cool.
You mean on the wing side or the Buster Sword thing?
Yeah.
Knee sticker? Ah, yeah. Got that one.
That was a Gundam I was super excited for, and then sort of came out and got completely overshadowed by the Caliban. Like on paper and in drawings, I was like, no way is the Caliban as cool as Schwarzette. But then when the models came out, the Caliban was just like far, far superior.
Then Schwarzette?
Yeah. He is.
Hmm.
You've got 2 seconds to answer right.
No, well, I am doing the next propose on Schwarzette. So far it's pretty good. I actually need a pick because I think this and Caliban are the two favorite kits that I like in the entire line.
Yeah.
I'd go with the Caliban for now. I haven't finished doing the propose yet, so we'll see. We'll see. I do like the short side quite a bit, but I don't think as much as the Caliban
I can
as
understand.
of today.
I can understand why you like the Schwarzette because it's very planted. It's got like a nice center of gravity, and
Yeah.
you know the weapons it comes with lends itself towards your posing more. So I can understand where you come from 100%. And like I said, from personal opinion, watching the show, I was way more excited for the Schwarzette. But as a Gundam kit, I think that like Caliban's amazing, man. It's a really, really nice kit.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that YouTuber Mecha guy got to. He said it's the best high grade ever made.
Ah, yeah, but that's probably
Or the
different,
Caliban.
right?
Which
Sorry?
one? Which one did he say? The short set or the
Caliban.
Caliban? Oh, the best high grade ever made.
Yeah. I mean, he's reviewed a ton of GunPla, so I mean, you'd think that his opinion counts for something.
Yeah, but he also wants.
At the end of the day, it's also still subjective. So
I would consider it maybe, unless because there are still some C clips on the broom of the Caliban that I'm not a big fan of. If they changed it to hinges, I would say maybe. It's a very strong contender. But the C clips, on the joints, the ankles, debatable for me at least.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I think that it definitely is. I think other than outliers like Kshatriya or Nightingale, or what are you going to compare it to? Like the High News sucks, the News sucks, the 78 kind of sucks. Like in terms of.
What about comparing it with the Moon Gundam?
I've not built the Moon, so I can't really say. But yeah, I've
really
heard
good.
a lot of good things about the Moon.
The Origin RX-78.
Yeah. Right, the Origin series is also pretty good.
That's
great. Yeah, I think for me the Origin 78 is the 78, 144 at least for me. Yeah, that's very good kit. So so Caliban, if it's the best, I can't really say for sure.
I mean, it's probably using like Bandai's most, I don't know, like advanced engineering and how they piece things together and how they figure things out.
The other thing you have to remember about the Caliban as well, like in its defense, is it's completely white, yet it looks epic. Like the 78 has got, 3-4 different colors, right, and it still sucks. I'm baiting you all here, right?
I was gonna say
it's iconic. It's iconic. There's no doubt about that. The 78 is iconic, but it kind of sucks, right? It's very boring in comparison. And then you talk about, like I said, like Barbato's HG sucks. Strike Freedom sucks in HG. New sucks. Like what's going up against the Caliban? Honestly, like it's kind of unfair at this point.
I mean, to be honest, it's just all the other Witch from Mercury kits.
Yeah.
Because they're all from the same line.
Yeah, I don't.
I have some Infinite Justice, Moon. Let's
Okay.
see. What about Destiny is pretty good. The 2018 Destiny. That has wing effect parts. That's pretty good. But what else do we have?
Like I've not built them, but I've seen the Destiny, I've seen the Shenlong, which a lot of people mention when it comes to high grades, and like I suppose this term's
Shenlong-
overused a lot, but the Caliban looks like a mini real grade. It looks fun. Like I still can't get over how good it looks.
Hmm. Yeah, mine is still sitting in the backlog.
Get it built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like the Caliban a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it's not if it's not my favorite one, it's the second favorite. It's this and the Schwarze. It's either or, but yeah,
Wow.
it's a very good nonetheless.
I've got a soft spot for the Garibaldi as well. I think that's a very nice kit. That sort of got lost because it came out.
Yeah,
you know,
I
sort of-
thought the Schwarze was gonna duel the Garibaldi, not the Delanza. Like I thought the Delanza was like a ground use kit. Why would it be in space?
That's
Like
I think that's where like parts of which
Yeah.
Mercury got me super excited, like reusing old kits, repurposing old kits that like like this kit
Yeah.
is super fucked, but that kit's kind of only half fucked, so we'll try and fix that with the parts from that. Like that was like really stuff that got me excited, and then like with the power of friendship, we all win.
yeah. But, like considering the Garibaldi was like his, was Gul's, sort of relationship with his dad with the AI stuff. I thought that would meant a little more in his final duel with his brother instead of using the Lanza, which I don't think we really cared about at the first. So I just thought it was pretty odd, but yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I mean, I also thought Ghoul was going to pilot the Schwarzette instead of his brother.
Yeah. I
As well.
was not expecting. Yeah, that conflict was a little bit forced, in my opinion as well. I thought, as you said, Guo will be piloting the Schwarze, but apparently not.
Yeah, that was a bit of a wasted opportunity there.
See, this is where like I gotta disagree. I loved it. It came out of left field. It came out of nowhere, and like this is where like, could you imagine where they had like a 30-second clip of them dueling, and then Ghoul gets hit straight in the cockpit and doesn't get saved by the power of friendship and dies, and then you've got his brother, what's his name, reeling in the Schwarzette, not understanding the implications of what he's done, and then you've also got like three other factions, all with their own sort of agendas. I think it sort of calls back towards basically what's his name, McGillis. Like he would be like a Witch from Mercury McGillis at that point, which would be pretty cool. I think they missed one there.
But again, 12 episodes, too rushed. Like,
Yeah.
give us another season. It's
Yeah, they could have went for one more season.
Yeah, but like you said, there's some things which just don't sort of add up with that season as well. Like there was a whole bunch of stuff which was done with the rebels on Earth and Ghoul that totally got scrapped. I feel like perhaps it garnered more of a public reception than they thought it would, and then they sort of did a Game of Thrones and sort of tried to please everyone with it.
Yeah.
But you know what? I reckon
Game of Thrones. It's not that bad. It's okay. It was okay. It wasn't like a season 8. Like, So
I think it's more of a time thing where, like a corporate thing where Bandai probably needed to push this out fast because of the new Seed movie, and they probably didn't want to do it.
Could have been.
Yeah, I think it's. I think if they wanted to, they could have still kept on going with it. But yeah, they probably didn't want it like overlapping with
Yeah.
anything else.
And Seed's a big one for them because of the Chinese market. As well.
Yeah.
Like the figures off Seed are just crazy, right?
Yeah.
But it's nice that we're getting it all though. Like, not that long ago, we were getting dribs and drabs and sort of lucky to get anything, right? Especially from Japan. Like I've never been massive into anime, but I've always been into manga. And again, anything translated was like, wow, it only happened in 5 years. Brilliant. Now, like people are like, it aired on Friday and we have to wait till Saturday.
Yeah, the English dubs for Mercury, they were quite. You had to wait a while though. It was like a month at least, wasn't it?
I don't know. I watched them in Japanese.
I'm a sub guy. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I think I remember waiting.
Hey.
The actors just don't take it seriously though. Like the English actors, 99.999% of the time, just do not take the part seriously, and that's the problem with dub. Or they use the same actor, and it's like, wow, it's Dio or Jojo or whatever, and it's like you can't get that out of your head, can you?
Yeah.
For
does
me,
anyone...
it's... Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, does anyone else watch any other anime then?
I'm more of a manga guy as well. I don't really watch anime.
Oh, right.
We might have something to talk about in a minute then. But no, I do like to watch certain animes though, like ones that you probably wouldn't expect. Like what was the one I watched? I say recently, but it's not that recently. What did I watch that actually? What was it called? Give me 2 seconds to think of the name a minute. I could tell you the plot and I could tell you everything that happens beat by beat. But do you think I can think of the name? After the Rain.
Go on.
After the Rain. Anyone seen
that? I don't know that.
Oh,
no.
It's absolutely brilliant, right? Like, like growing up in the age of TV, right? Crazy stuff would come on after like 2 a.m. and I would die for it. Like French films, Japanese films which were like 60 minutes long, 100 minutes long, and just have no seeming plot or anything. Just like this weird stuff would come on TV, and I would die for it. And After the Rain had that exact feel. It's about a girl who does running, like distance running, right? And she injures one of her tendons, so she can't run anymore, and she's considering giving up running. But she's got herself a little part-time job over the summer working in a cafe, and the manager of the cafe was a famous writer, but after his first book never wrote anything ever again, and sort of settled down into normal life. He's got a kid and an ex, and normal life stuff, right? A cafe to manage or whatever. And it's about them coming together and finding out that like they don't have to give up. Like he meets this young girl who's got like this fire inside of her and wants to get back into running and this and that, but she's scared. And he's exactly the same. He's like, obviously he's got this inside of him, and when you see his house, it's like covered in paper where he's just been writing for 15 years and releasing none of it. So they sort of find each other, and they both give each other like that strength to go on. And like a lot of people sort of misjudge it as like some weird romantic thing, but I don't think it is that. Perhaps for a while it might have been, but both kind of know it's not that, right? They both know that they can't have that with each other. But yeah, they sort of know each other for 6 weeks in the summer, and she goes off to do physio and get back into it, and he meets up with one of his publisher friends from the past and starts writing again. It's just a nothing series, 6 episodes of basically nothing, and it's brilliant.
Yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds quite nice, actually. It's quite different to what everyone watches, like mainstream.
Yeah, man.
Which is probably why it was on at 2 a.m. in the morning.
No, it wasn't on 2 a.m. I think it's on Amazon Prime, right? But it just reminded me of those films when I was growing up that I'd watch at like 2 a.m. in the morning, like those weird French films or.
Oh, yeah. There's one I watched ages ago. It was I think it was like a French movie as well. It's called like Taxidermist or something, or Taxidermia.
Yeah,
Super weird. Yeah, I can't even remember what it was about. It was like an anthology of 4 like short stories, but they're all like interconnected around like different characters.
Yeah.
So they all live in the same like universe, and it's all like they all share the same timeline or whatever. But it was just weird.
Yeah.
I can't even describe it. It was like one of them was like really big, and he had like a little like pig's tail.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like really like weird like French stuff. I don't know.
See, that stuff gets me up in the
one of
morning,
those,
man.
Yeah. It was just like about his life and stuff.
Yeah. I love stuff like that, and like short stories where like it just doesn't end. There's no ending. It just abruptly ends, and then you just think about it for the rest of your life until you go crazy.
Do you know what? Speaking of short stories, though, has anyone seen Love, Death and Robots on Netflix?
Yes.
That's
I
great.
Robots? No, I have not.
The name rings a
great.
bell. Is that the Neil Blomkamp shorts? Or is it something else I'm thinking of?
No, it's like, so there's 3 seasons now, I think, and it's like it's an anthology of short films, and each one is made by a different studio, different directors.
Right. Oh, I'm
They're
thinking
not
of
like
something else.
Yeah, it's awesome. Honestly, it's like I can't even like describe it. It's very violent. Some of them are really violent, really gory. But
What?
it makes you think as well, because they're all different stories.
Sorry, man. The one I'm thinking of, like, I think it was either episode 1 or 2, where it's about a guy in Vietnam, where he's like a fire guy basically in Vietnam, and it's this one guy, this one Marine is sort of like drawn to him. I'm guessing it's something else that I'm thinking of though. But that's the same sort of thing. It's on Netflix, and it's just like a bunch of short stories. I'm pretty sure they're all directed by Neil Blomkamp.
Oh, okay. It kind of rings a bell, to be honest. Do you know what it's called? That one.
If you had to ask me, I thought it was Love, Death and Robots, but
Oh, right.
I'm recording, so I can't really pull anything up. Let me just see if I can type it in to the phone and have a look.
Yeah, but I highly recommend just give it a watch, and they're all fairly like short stories, like short episodes as well, so like between like 10-15 minutes long.
Oh, okay.
And it's only like, you don't have to watch, it's like its own contained like one single short story like episode. You don't need to watch anything else. It's cool.
Nah, man, I'm wrong. It's called Oat Studio, but it's got the same sort of feel. It's just like a bunch of short stories, but that's worth a watch. Very gory, violent too.
Yeah.
Sort of like body horror, shock horror kind of thing.
Yeah. There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what sort of anime do you watch, Dennis? What sort of stuff?
I'm still watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I need to finish that. It's really good. So I've seen all of the seasons, like all the anime seasons now, apart from it's like part 5, which is the one that's set in Italy, I think.
Yep.
But I don't know if you guys have seen it or not.
I've seen it. I'm a huge fan of JoJo.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
I've not seen it, but I've read part 1 and part 2.
Who's your favorite JoJo?
It's a good question. I never asked
My-
that myself, to be honest.
It's hard. My work colleague, he got me this figure of Jonathan Joestar.
No,
OG.
nice.
Yeah.
It's a little gift,
Oh.
Christmas gift.
Wasn't he
Yeah.
the first JoJo?
Yeah, he's the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, it's a great show. Yeah, I kind of like all the like the superhero-y kind of things. So like My Hero.
At the show.
Yeah, like Shonen stuff.
It's a
I grew
shame.
up around Dragon Ball. Sorry.
It's a shame Trey's left. He loves that stuff as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you could probably talk to him for hours about it.
Yeah. One Punch Man. What's it? No, there was one more. My Hero,
Chainsaw
One
Man?
Punch. Which one?
Chainsaw Man.
I haven't seen that.
Love it.
I know Jude. No, I haven't seen that one either. I think it's just
okay.
it's too long to watch. I'm not investing myself. Same with like One Piece as well. I'm not going.
Oh yeah, I'm not touching One Piece. That's way too long for me.
I watched the live action and I really liked it.
Yeah.
And it's has anyone seen the live action?
Yeah, I enjoyed that too.
Yeah, it was great. It made me want to watch the anime.
Wasn't
1,000
expecting
1,000
anything,
episodes. Here we go.
Yeah, that was
Binge
the thing.
watch.
I was like, maybe not. But yeah, no, that was great.
Anyone seen Pluto?
Yeah.
No.
I'm halfway through it now, but I don't know what to think or feel about it. To be honest,
That doesn't change after it ends. But it wasn't as good as the manga, in my opinion. I feel like the pacing's off compared to the manga. But it's definitely a good show.
No, I've not seen that.
Worth a watch. It's not. I don't think it's a long one. Last thing that really shocked me, or like really enjoyed, was the Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which I was not expecting.
Oh yeah, that was great. Yeah,
That's such a great show. I love that
Yeah.
show.
That just came out of nowhere and just blew me away.
yeah.
And I watched a
It
little.
was Oh, sorry.
Carry on, man.
I was just gonna say that's Studio Trigger, isn't it?
Not sure. I don't really follow the anime
Oh.
studio.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, they're pretty high up in terms of like the animation studios in Japan.
Yeah, but it was very, very good. What they did with the IP, I think, was fantastic. They didn't just sort of like shoehorn a story in there. They sort of really used it to express a really good story, a really nice story.
Do you know what? I think when that came out, I think that was like the first step for Cyberpunk, like sort of making a comeback again.
Yeah.
Like that was like the point where it felt like, okay, now it's turning into something that it was promised originally.
yeah.
But do you think it was as well like a lot of people who perhaps didn't have that CD Projekt Red like a lot of people who jumped into Cyberpunk day one were people who played The Witcher, The Witcher 2, The Witcher 3 and had very high expectations, which were absolutely shattered. But then a lot of people sort of got in from the anime side who maybe didn't play The Witcher or The Witcher 2 and looked at it from a different side possibly.
Potentially, yeah. But to be honest, I never played The Witcher before, and I played Cyberpunk day one. And
My
I played
condolences.
it on PS4. Yeah. Do you know what? I got it on PS4, as I'm sure a lot of us played it on console as well at the time.
I played it on PS4
I
too.
had a few bugs, but I still put in like well over 100 hours into the game.
Yeah.
I still yeah,
Me too.
just soldiered
man.
it through basically.
I was the same.
all the
but
legs and that they were referring to in YouTube videos or something like that. I never had that, and I played it on PS4 too since
Wow.
day one.
But that resolution, though, man, it was so blurry. Like, the texture.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Like, I think coming at a time where, if I remember rightly, it was like Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Call of Duty Remake, Modern Warfare Remake, which looked immense, and then whatever CD Projekt Red put out.
Yeah. But they wanted more time, didn't they?
Yeah,
it wasn't down to them. It was like all the stakeholders.
Yeah.
It's always the case.
But I think as well it was a lot down to them making a first person shooter, whereas they had zero expertise in first person shooters.
Yeah, that's true. That's part of it, I think.
Yeah. I think they overestimated that one, I think.
Yeah.
And I think Phantom Liberty is the only DLC that we're getting, right?
Think so.
The first
Yeah.
is really a shame, to be honest.
Yeah, but they said they're working on the sequel now.
Of Cyberpunk? Or
yeah, there's a sequel coming out, yeah.
Oh. So another 10 years?
Oh, mate, probably more than that.
Development cycles are crazy, man. They gotta sort that out. They have to sort that out.
Games are just too expensive, too long now,
Yeah, they're just like too fat. I was talking about this on my stories the other day, wasn't I? Like, they sort of like, who was it who uploaded a story and they were like, oh, games are forced to be long and stuff. And I think that's the curse of it when a game takes so long to make and costs so much to make. They want a game to have a 5 to 7 year life cycle. They don't want it to be one and done and on to the next one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And like so many studios shut down, like the Callisto Protocol studio shut down straight after putting that out. Like,
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I had high hopes for that game. It was really a shame.
I'm probably about 3 or 4 hours in, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Like, yeah, it's pretty linear, but it's not boring. It's still cool.
Do you enjoy the combat mechanic?
It's all right, but it's very like Rise Son of Rome, isn't it? It's very like React, or like a simplified version of the Batman games, right? You sort of just react to whatever's coming at you. Hit, dodge, hit, done. It's not in depth or anything.
Yeah, since it was marketed to be like a spiritual successor for Dead Space. I'm a big Dead Space fan, but I watched the walkthrough, but I didn't like enjoy it as much as I thought I would be. So it was I feel like they left a lot of stuff unexplored. And I think that if they had, used more of the budget on making a longer story instead of hiring like Hollywood actors, I think that would be a better way of spending money. So that's what I thought of the game. And I think the jump scares were a little bit too much. They got a little bit repetitive. For example, like the chest. Like when you open a chest, there's like a little blob that like literally pops out every time. Like it got kind of repetitive. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played it that much to sort of get bored of it yet. But like every time I go into like a new area, and it seems like it's a really cool environment that they've built, and I really enjoy that about it. So like, I don't know, it's all expectation, right? It's what you want to get from this, and like if you want a new Dead Space or a new sort of Resident Evil or something, yeah, I can definitely understand why people were disappointed. But if you take it for what it is, I think that they do a lot right. This gives me Alien vibes, that sort of style, visual style.
Yeah.
I got the Dead Space remake as well, but I still haven't even started that.
It's pretty good. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm a big Dead Space fan too as well. Like Dead Space 2,
Mhm.
especially like where you find the USG Ishimura and then you end up just
Yeah.
basically going through the first game yet again. I thought that was so
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not good with horror games, to be honest.
Those are the games I
Dead
love.
Space 2 is more of like an action horror. Dead Space 1 is a horror game. Dead
Yeah.
Space 2 is an action horror, and then Dead Space 3. There's no Dead Space 3. It's an action game for Dead Space 3. It's like a co-op or optional co-op game, but it's more on the action side. So since Dead Space 1 remake is doing really good, we're really hoping to see a Dead Space 3 remake to change up the story and make it a little bit more scary. So yeah.
I think
That's cool.
if it implemented those like freakouts in the single player, I think they could definitely do something with it because there was definitely stuff there, right? It wasn't empty. It wasn't like yeah. It was just sort of they kind of had the ingredients, but they didn't know what meal to make, right? Yeah, I'm a big fan of Dead Space, and that was back when we just didn't get survival horror games as well. That was the best thing about it. Like that was long before Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is
I
another.
don't like.
Come on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's another
Oh
game.
yeah, so I'm not a horror fan, but oh.
Carry on. It's fine. Carry on, man.
Go ahead.
I'm snipping. I'm fully snipping.
Yeah, so I'm not a horror fan by any means, but once you add in science fiction to horror, I'm down. I'm totally down. I don't know. It's just like a really weird combination. Like horror, no. Science fiction horror, let's go. Like the machinery, the engineering part in Dead Space, in both in both games, like it makes sense in horror scientific sense. Like you're not using conventional weapons, you're using engineering tools to cut off limbs and stuff. That's really appealing to me. Like the grounded, the grittiness. It's not like like you're vulnerable, but at least you have something to defend yourself with, and it's high tech. So that's something that I really like about Space.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I like the idea of like a horror game set in like a futuristic or very like modern environment. Because I think usually when you think of horror, you kind of think of old or like medieval kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Slashers.
Yeah.
One sec, guys. Let me go change my battery.
Okay.
No worries. Yeah, I've been eyeing up playing Demon Souls because I haven't played it, but like the remake.
Yeah.
But I'm still deciding whether I should get it or not.
It looks. It looks.
Yeah,
fantastic.
it does, and and I've only played Elden Ring and Sekiro from Software.
Only played. Okay. Have you played the Dark Souls games or?
No, I haven't. No. Elden Ring was my first From Software experience, and then I went straight into Sekiro right afterwards, and I enjoyed that. And then I got Armored Core, and then I really enjoyed that. So now I'm thinking of going back to the beginning.
It might frustrate you, man. It might frustrate you.
Yeah.
It's
That's one.
It's got its quirks. Like I would say personally.
Like the remake.
Yeah, it hangs on to a lot. The remake, which you gotta think of it as like Sony thought that people who had played Dark Souls 3 would then jump into Demon Souls, so that extra difficulty or jank or whatever you want to call it would add to the experience, right? Which is true. Like if you've played through 1, 2, 3, Demon Souls is cool. But if you've never played through it, my personal advice would be sort of start at Dark Souls. Because if you play through like Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1 feels a little slow, and start at Dark Souls, then make your way forward, man.
Okay.
That's my advice. I don't know what
Okay.
Lucas thinks. I know Lucas likes those sort of games. Too.
Oh, I cherish my blood pressure. I don't play soul-like games. I know I'm gonna be angry after like a couple of runs, so no, I'm good.
See,
Fair enough.
those are the games I love. I love like survival horror. I like Souls-like
Yeah.
games because like the whole game is a puzzle. Every enemy is a
Yeah.
puzzle. You have to sort of like think your way around things, and I really enjoy that sort of challenge rather than like the twitch mechanics of say a shooter or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
reflex.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think those kinds of games they do like teach you to be a patient as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It just tickles that side of my brain that I like. That sort of problem solving aspect, I suppose, is probably the best way to put it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I also like the aesthetic, so you know, like the aesthetic of those sort of games sort of fit into what I kind of enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think, guys, we're hitting that 2-hour mark now on my record time. How's our progress looking with all our builds?
I'm done with the main body, but I still need to build the weapon.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, that
Cool.
GM looks sweet.
Oh,
that-
it's beautiful. It's very beautiful.
Is it the Origins?
Yep, the new Origin
That-
gym.
Is that the new release one?
Yep.
The one that just came out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't have it here yet.
Oh, I think it was it got to my place at around like maybe two weeks ago. Oh, the Interceptor. Yes. I like that one too.
Yeah, I just went around and lined it and matte coated it. But
oh,
yeah.
nice. So,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But,
But
yeah.
that mint green.
I probably
Mint green looks really nice.
can't wait to pose it.
Propose.
But I need to. I need to finish like the other two before I want to do like a squad. So I have everyone in frame. So I probably won't. Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, but
should make a YouTube video on it, man.
I have no idea how to do video editing at all. Like, I need to learn everything from scratch. Like, I've never used Premiere or After Effects or whatever you use for video editing. So it's a pretty steep. Oh, I'm glad ChatGPT exists now, right? So I guess it's easier. But yeah, I would need to relearn everything for that. If I were to do like a YouTube channel, I'm thinking about it, but I don't think it's anytime soon.
It is very, very time consuming. That's all I can say. It's like a time suck. Dennis could probably attest to that. You just want to make one change or adjust something, and then you just spend like 2 hours trying to fix one thing.
Oh man, the amount of times we'd get client feedback saying, "Oh, like I don't know, can you just make like this change?" And for them, it's like, "Oh, it's a simple change," but then you're like, "No, it's not. I have to go back and change the entire thing just to fix a little like change it, just to put that in." It's just I'm not gonna miss that. So
get that all the time, man. Luckily, I don't do the video editing. Luckily, that's that's all down.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done all the stickers, and I've just started to like put little
That's so weird.
silver, like just started to like where all like little indents are at the top. So I used a bit of like a silver marker just to kind of fill those, make it look a bit more legit. But it's looking good.
Cool.
Totally.
It's a strange looking.
Probably just gonna top coat it after.
Yeah, something different.
Can be done.
Nice. So what do you top coat with? Do you top coat with gloss, semi-gloss, or matte?
Always matte, to be honest. I love matte.
I feel like it makes him look more like a model and less like a toy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hopefully next year. I'm gonna I'm gonna experiment with airbrush matte top coating rather than from a can.
Yeah.
Because the can, it spits a lot sometimes.
Do you clean the nozzle?
Sorry.
Do you clean the nozzle?
No, actually, but that's a good shout.
It builds up on the nozzle. You have to just scrape it off
Nice.
with a little, with a hobby knife or something, and that'll stop 80% your spitting problems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then spray, and then introduce the model to the stream. Don't try and spray.
Yeah.
That's what I do anyway.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Man.
Next year, hopefully, more custom painted kits.
That'd be nice.
I'll try.
See, man. It'd be real nice to see some Rivals Corner color schemes. Right, it's got to be done.
Yeah, I mean, the color scheme is basically the classic RX-78, isn't it? The red, blue, and yellow. That's all it is, and a bit white, I guess.
You need to get some custom decals made up, man, and do like a PG or something. Rivals Corner edition for the store.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I did. I sat down last night and I just I redesigned a few stickers that I already designed for not for personal printing using my thermal printer, but to send off to a company to actually print it professionally. So
yeah,
I just need to get a few quotes and see how much they'll charge me for that. But yeah, still got to work on that a little bit before I commit.
All go.
But yeah.
So how are you splitting your time at the moment, if you don't mind me asking? Is it mainly Rivals Corner, or are you getting a bunch of freelance stuff in?
To be honest, the goal is to do as much Rivals Corner as I can. Because then I guess I'll be doing what I want to do. But with the freelance stuff, it'll be... So my company, the company I left, they said that they're most likely going to call me back for some freelance work, which is good.
Right, cool.
But there's a legality to it. I think they're not allowed to call me within the first month of after I've left or something like that for some legal reasons. So I think there'll be a bit of a lull. Which is fine because I'm gonna have a few conventions in January and February as well. I'm gonna be busy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed for you, man. Fingers crossed that.
Thanks, man.
The split is bigger for Rivals Corner for you.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
No problem at all, man. Always happy to support. Like I said,
and you're getting a bit of traction on your YouTube as well.
Yeah, starting to sort of, well, I don't want to say go somewhere, but I've been putting out videos, and I'm no expert in social media. I just sort of put out some videos, and I've got a lot to learn when it comes to YouTube, and I probably haven't put as much effort as I should have in. But this past sort of 2 months, Dow sort of took it over and put out a bunch of content, and we're starting to get some views and stuff now. It takes about 2 weeks, but we usually get a couple thousand views now, and we're at just about to hit 600 subscribers.
Nice.
It's just nice to see it moving. It was stuck on 30, 40, 50 for so long, and then to see it going up every week by 100 or whatever, it's
Do you know what? It
gives you strength to do it.
Yeah. It's just consistency. You just got to keep uploading. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And then people will click.
Yeah, but no, I mean it seems to be hitting its mark with our Thai audience, because it's all Thai what we're doing, and we're getting people commenting and stuff, and they seem to be enjoying it. So
yeah, I was gonna say, do you think of doing it in English as well, or not really?
The problem we have is Dow's the one who edits it. And if I speak in English, she has a hard time editing, so we just decided to go all Thai on it.
Got you.
Yeah, because if I've got spare time, obviously I like to do my Gundam and play some games and stuff, but if I've got spare time, I usually just end up putting that into one of my photo projects or working on my website. And not to say
Yeah.
I don't see value in the YouTube channel, but you know, like that's like kind of where I focus my time at if I've got it. Whereas something Dow enjoys, she enjoys editing, and like it's a test bed. Like she'll practice ideas that she's got or whatever, and she'll just use it there and then implement it in her work. So it works out for us.
That's good. That's good. It's a good dynamic to have, actually.
Yeah, but it's cool because like I'm not an expert. Like anyone who's watched 5 of our podcasts will know I'm not an expert at Gundam. Like I've built a bunch of kits and bought a bunch of kits, and that's kind of what it is, just showing people where I like, where I don't like. And we're just thinking now, do we evolve that into like, because all the upcoming kits seem to be HGs, they're not super expensive. Do we evolve it into trying to review properly? Do we try and review what we've got, or do I just do what I do now, which is say if I like a kit, don't like a kit, and its nearest comparison? Like did a video of the 2 new HGs that are coming out and compared them to sort of the MG 2.0 and the MGSD Freedom, and how it seems to appear on screen compared to the 2 models I have in front of me. And I think there's a bit of realism in that. There's like no bullshit in. There's no like, this is going to be amazing, this is going to be awesome. It's like, well, we don't know, but I can tell you what these are. So
yeah,
just sort of like finding our footing still.
Yeah, definitely. It's just worth experimenting, especially because you're still like relatively like smallish.
Yeah.
So find that ground.
Yeah, what I have found out is people absolutely do not want to see any gaming content, which is kind of strange. But you know, like I was watching another guy on YouTube talk about stuff like this, and he's like, when I started out, my channel was about X, but now I do X. Sometimes you just have to pivot. Like you have to see what sticks and see what resonates with people, and then you have to decide in yourself if you're going to keep carrying on in the one direction or if you're going to accept it and go with that. And that's kind of where we're at now, where we're accepting it. Okay, this is the stuff people like. Perhaps we should give it a go rather than force like what I want to do down other people's necks.
Yeah.
Whereas
and I think later down the line, later down the line you might be able to still like sneak in a video of like a bit of gaming if you want, and see if that works, if people like it or not.
Yeah. I mean,
if it fits, obviously it's up to you, but
I mean, the reason I kind of like doing the gaming is because I know a lot about games. Like I used to be in the industry. I've played games since I was like old enough to read them, and before that, you know, probably playing like, you know, Super Nintendo and stuff. So I can hold a legitimate conversation about video games and the merits of them, whereas it's harder for me to do that with Gundam, which is where a bit of imposter syndrome comes in as well, I suppose.
Oh man, I feel the same, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I don't know that much as well about it. But it's like slowly, isn't it? Like you just kind of take your time, move at your own pace.
Yeah, be honest about it is what I'm just trying to be honest about it, not try and say I know everything, but say that, like, you know, this is something
I was just gonna say, like, I'm in it more for the Gunpla and like the craft and the hobby side of it more than the anime side of it.
Yeah.
And like the lore and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the part I enjoy.
I love the blending of them both. Like coming from Warhammer, like where it's all really blended together. Like it's nice to have an alternative where I can really get into the suits, I can get into the modeling, but I can also get into the lore and stuff as well. I think it really helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas like you know, if it didn't have that, I don't know if I would come back as much as I have done. I don't know if I would. I'm not saying I would leave the hobby. I think it's very relaxing, but I don't know if I would be as invested as I am, because there's definitely times where, you know, like I sort of had a lull after Witch from Mercury, where all of you guys were sick of me complaining and talking about what am I going to build next. But then, like, I watched Doan's Island, started watching Origins, and like that got me super hyped. I built like 278s. I ended up buying like a whole bunch of like old 2.0 kits and stuff. Which
Yeah.
if it didn't have that, I probably would have left the hobby for 6 months maybe and played some video games or whatever.
Yeah. And I struggle with that part as well. I'm like, do I build Gundams or do I play games? But usually I'm like, I should probably build Gundams, to be honest.
That's the correct answer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sensible answer.
It's a super easy choice for me. Absolutely easy choice for me. If Dow's using the PC, I build Gundams. If Dow isn't using the PC, I have a go on some games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because yeah, like I can totally justify even like the most expensive MG, right? Or a game. But at this point in time, like where if you said to me, buy a TV, a PS5 and an Xbox One, or whatever they call the new one, right? Like I can't justify that. I just can't justify that. Like I've just put in, I've just put in a good load of money back into photography equipment before the next year now to hopefully make our lives a little easier, because you know you go into it thinking that everything's going to be easy, right, and everything's going to be straightforward, and then every job you come across you sort of find problems or things that need fixing. So I've tried to get a few things to sort of help us with that, so that we're not sort of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, just streamlining, I expect, is the best.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, streamlining
Yeah,
the
for
process.
sure. You're just like future-proofing yourself.
Yeah, because like could have carried on next year with the equipment that we had, but like it's like buying an electric whisk, right? If I'm going to be whisking every day, that electric whisk is infinitely more handy compared to if I'm whisking once a month. As a weird comparison.
No, for sure.
Yeah, man. So yeah,
you gotta make sure you have that good coffee.
Yeah, man. So I've done shield. See if I can get to focus. Shield, which took 2 seconds. Rifle.
Nice.
I've done 2 halves of the upper torso that I can't put together because I've lost the polycap in the PC. I've probably got one. In another kit, right? And then I've done the bottom half, so that'll all just go together once I found a polycap. And I'm just working on the waist now, so that's where I'm at, guys.
Sweet.
So how are you, Alex? You're looking a lot more complete than me from when you held it up.
I completed the upper body already, and the legs are nearly done.
Yeah. So just the big gun, right? Or you're gonna have it as a shield?
I think I stick with the gun.
Yeah.
Because it's it looks just awesome compared to
DFG. Yeah, man. I was surprised. So
the Witch
surprised.
Mercury just somehow just all look the same to the bench.
So what's been your favourite so far out of the Witch from Mercury kits?
Custom builds or
just anything that you've enjoyed from any kit that you've enjoyed from like the what do you think the highlight is so far for you?
The Stylus? I don't know how it's pronounced. Yeah, it's just not a Gundam, and the design is just, I don't know. It gives me the Metroid Prime look.
Yeah,
Red.
Samus suit, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Samus suit, and I love it.
Wow, it looks nice, man. You painted that inside as well, haven't you?
Yeah, everything.
That looks sweet.
Nice.
Yo, dude, that's sick.
Catches the light, wicked.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, how did you do that?
I primed it.
He
In a
primed and
darker
painted
color.
it.
No, but how did
No,
you get it like the white? It reflects the purple. It's like pearlescent.
What used? Give me a sec. It's a crystal color. The darker the base, the brighter the color shines.
Oh,
This is a top coat at the same time,
wow,
Real nice.
and
that's cool, man.
worked perfectly.
Nice.
Makes me want
Those
to.
are hard to get in Europe, to be honest. My sponsor gave them to me. Like, yeah, you should try it. And I gave it a chance.
Nice.
Yeah,
We are.
good.
Sweet. Man, makes me want to get into airbrushing.
Yeah.
Do you all have like proper booths and stuff, or how do you go about it, dude?
Not a proper booth. It's just a cheap portable booth from Amazon that costs around 70 euros. It's not much, and it sucks.
Yeah, I'm the same. It's the ones that you can like collapse into a little suitcase.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Portable.
Yeah.
And I think if I did it, I'd probably want to set up like a whole little station for it. You know, with like that's,
Yeah.
that's what's stopping me doing customs at the moment, is that like it stresses me out when they just take up so much room and you look at it and you're just like, oh, I've got so long. Like I did my Victory 2, yeah, and I was just doing it bit by bit, and I was just sick of looking at it in pieces, so I was like, fuck it, and then I just built it in a week. But like I don't have a week all the time to just dedicate to doing customs, right? You just don't have that sort of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like
It all just like comes together right at the end.
yeah.
But the whole process is basically, yeah, you're just looking at like the smallest pieces for the whole
it just
thing.
stresses me the hell out. So
Like
I
an
think,
endurance, isn't it?
yeah, but I do have a spare room downstairs, which like if I did, you know, I could kit it out. I could, you know, sort of get like a nice booth and an extractor fan and you know, have like two separate tables, or like an L-shaped table, one for, you know, assembly and one for paint. But like everything
Yeah.
is sort of like money, you know. Money's
Yeah.
not infinite,
Yeah.
unfortunately, and like you, Dennis, like trying to build up something of my own, a business of my own, like every time.
Yeah, man.
It's like you think like, is this money better spent elsewhere?
Somewhere else, yeah.
And 9 times out of 10 it is. It really is. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think
No,
that's something I was actually going to bring up. I'm actually seriously thinking about doing like a self-imposed buy ban over like the next 4 or 5 months, up until the narrative, because I do want the narrative.
A buy ban.
Yeah.
Like you're
just
not gonna buy any kits. Yeah.
I mean, my backlog is 30 strong.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was thinking like, do I just like, can I live with the FOMO? But this is like this is a real like first world problem, right? But at the same time, it's kind of a real thing. Like the FOMO is a real thing, where you're going out like that new high-res Astra I bought, yeah, they still got 4 of them in the store. Like, I did not need to buy that whatsoever, but like the instant I saw it, I was like, I waited a year for this, I need it. But I will build that, so that's different. That's not gonna sit in the backlog for a year, like certain other kits.
Yeah, for sure. Even like the entry grades, the 2 new entry grades, the Strike Exceed and the La, and I was just like, when I got them, I was like, oh my god, I really want to build this. Like the first instinct I got was like, I need to build this like right now. But then I was like, you know what? Actually, maybe I shouldn't. Like just calm down. It's fine.
Certain ones jump the queue though, right? Certain kits
Yeah.
jump the queue. Like Barbie.
Oh yeah, like the MGSD Barbatos, I need to build that like 100%. Like I can't even like make excuses.
Barbie jumps the queue all the time. You just don't see him,
Yeah.
right? He just doesn't get a release. So when he does get a release, you gotta go for it, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a terrible like I'll say I'll do one thing and then just go in a totally opposite direction. Like I say, I've had enough of HG kits, and this is my 4th HG kit now. 4th 1/44 scale kit. So perhaps I should have said I'm going to build more 1/44 scale kits, and I'd get some of my MGs done.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a shame we don't have a couple of the other guys on, because I know like a few of the other guys like put self-imposed limitations on their collections. But how do you guys feel about that? Is there like obviously Gunpla, you've got the model building, customization, then you've got like the cartoons, the animes, the manga, the lore side of things. But you've also got the collecting aspect. Do you sort of think about that when you're buying kits? Do you actively aim for a collection? Is there self-imposed limitations, or is there something that makes it a collection rather than like no?
I just go whatever ones I like. I don't like aim to like, for example, I want all the 0079 suits. I want all the Zaku variants. I don't. Unless you want to aim for premium Bandai. I mean, hey, you can always spend more money, but no, generally no.
Yeah, I'm the same actually. I don't really. I just whatever I see. If I see something and I like it, I'm like, that's cool. I want that.
You just open a shop instead, don't you, dude? Like, you know, you don't know what to do with Gundam, so you just open a store.
Yeah, pretty much.
Take that off stock.
My taste for Gunpla Gundam is like I think I said it in the last podcast was I kind of like the bulkier, more weirder looking kits rather than the really like the kits that just have like so much going on like in like the detail, like sometimes just too much detail and it just all gets a bit lost. Like this is just my personal taste, but I know everyone's like some people like that stuff.
Yeah,
but I think it's just the possibility of like customization as well on those like cleaner, bulkier kits. Like you can scribe, you can paint them, do whatever. To be honest, it's like a blank canvas almost. Basically, it's what it is. Yeah.
I feel you, man, because I love the bulky suits too. I also love the super detailed suits as well. So
yeah, fair enough.
I think that's the nice thing. Like we were just going back to what we were talking about before a little bit, and I'll try not to keep you all too long after this. But you've got that sort of, you've got Seed, but you've also got MS 8th Team, right? So you've got that like difference in. On which again you're talking about Witcher Mercury, where you've got stuff like the Zowart and the Demi, but you've also got stuff like Caliban and Schwarzette, which look like they're from completely different universes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're all quite unique, aren't they?
Yeah.
Definitely.
How about you two guys? How about you, Alex, Lucas? Lucas said he just builds whatever he feels like. What about you, Alex? Do you have sort of like, do you go for a collection? Is collecting part of your Gunpla journey, or is it like something that comes after?
Or something like that. The problem is I run out of space.
That's another problem, yeah.
Collecting IKEA furniture comes next, doesn't it?
Almost full of Gunpla. I don't know where to put them anymore. No, I don't aim for collecting special timeline or type of style.
Okay.
But which Mercury kits, I don't know what it was, but I nearly got every kit off the line.
Great, right? It was great. Yeah. Yeah, man. Because I was playing with mine again recently, because my tick balang fell over and just knocked over about 4 or 5 of them. So I was putting them back together and like reposing them, and I was just like, I miss Witch from Mercury. I miss these kits. They're just amazing. They're just brilliant. They're just like 8, 9, 10 out of 10, all of them.
It's interesting because I think Bandai kind of, well, depending how you look at it, shot themselves in the foot a bit, because now I feel like they have to commit to that level of quality in releases.
Yeah.
For high grades.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Like just like the building experience, at least.
But they knocked it out of the park with the MGSDs too, which are the only other sort of recent kits they've built. So maybe it is. Maybe we are going to see something for that hike in price that we're coming across.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. But I do wish they would sort of like revive the MG line. Give us a trio of like nice kits or something, isn't it? Give us 3 or 4 kits from whatever, IBO, Witch from Mercury. Take your pick, but let's
There's
just
an
some
MG
nice
line?
MGs. No, that's what I'm saying.
MG line?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Give us one.
Yeah, okay, here's a very base take, okay? I think I'm probably going to post something about this sometime down the line. I think that Verka kits should be premium Bandai because they're not original like MG kits. They're like a variant of an existing MG. So, for example, the Xianju Stein, right? The Sazabi, they're like there's already an MG kit that exists, and the Verka is like an upgrade or a redesign of an original kit. But I think since the MG line needs a revival, I think Verka kits should not be like taking the place of a given MG slot. If you're going to you only release 2 MGs a year or 1 for this year's case, I think it should be saved for Witch from Mercury, IBO kits that are new instead of coming up with Verka that literally just it's like a reskin at this point to be completely honest. That's my take. So
like the remake of the Sinanju Stein, right?
Yeah, right. There's already a Xianju Stein already. Like you're just remaking it. Like you should have more new kits that should be coming out. But yeah, it's kind of sad to see it decline. But yeah,
it's kind of a little. I think Vercars are kind of strange because like I understand the first Vercar. Yeah, it's like Kotoki Hajime is like an esteemed mechanical designer. Yeah. And they got him to redesign the original 78. But then, like, you've got, I'm not 100% sure it was Zeta, but the one before that, Wing Zero. But he designed the Wing Zero, or, like, that could be nothing but a Vercar kit because he designed it. So, I mean, it would be cool to see him take on, other people's designs again, perhaps. But yeah, I kind of feel like they are like a weird tier, like you said. Yeah, it is a weird tier. It's like it's not MG, it's not MGEX. Perhaps that's where the confusion comes in now that we've got MGEX. Like, where do they sort of place them? But then now that we've got RG, which is just tiny Vercars, like it's very, very strange, isn't it? Yeah. But no, I would not mind some IBO or Witch from Mercury MGs. Like nice MGs that are anime accurate with good detail, good posability.
I guess the full mechanics area was the closest thing we've got so far.
That is nice. That is a nice kit, though. That is a nice kit.
Yeah, which is also in my backlog, and I still need to pay.
But no, that's a nice, easy to build kit. But yeah, like I can definitely.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it's very detailed. It's very sturdy, but it's just like, how can I put it? It's like it's sad to see them take that direction a little bit. Whereas like, cool that it's like 99% of the way there, but like, I kind of want that little extra. Like that's what makes an MG an MG, right? Like being able to have that inner frame or have that extra detail or whatever it may be. Like that's kind of the whole point of the master and master grade, right? So
yeah,
I don't know, perhaps
maybe they're going for a phase of like what each grade actually means
Yeah.
now. Maybe they're like going through like this phase of like replanning,
Because
or like this will be what master grade means now.
yeah, because I feel like RG sort of like messed things up a little bit as well, being that RGs were tiny little cars. But now, say you take a kit and you compare the RG to, say, the MG, like the MG 2.0 Gramps, for instance, and compare that to the RG, and like in a lot of ways the MG is inferior. So I don't know, like if they feel that if they were to put an MG out, it would need to be like Vercar or something stupidly detailed, or 3.0 or whatever, MGX to sort of combat that. But I don't, like you said, I don't think that an absence of panel lines or some empty space on some armor is a downside on a lot of them. Like a lot of my favorite kits, like the Zigok and the Zaku, they're big, anime accurate kits, aren't they? Like,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll see.
Yep, I suppose we can only wonder and talk. I think that's the nice thing about it. We can sort of speculate a little bit. Yeah. Always exciting to speculate.
Yeah,
Let's see what
definitely.
comes. God, this is going to be a big kit, guys. I'm just looking at his waist joint here, right? So this is the waist of the Galgoog, and that is.
Oh.
So the Galgoog is going to be a big kit, yeah. Wow.
Oh.
But yeah, I was thinking of doing like a cell shaded, like do all the highlights black or something on this one. A little bit like the Garibaldi.
Yeah.
This Daisy Oak is pretty cool. It's got like a cockpit, so it's got a pilot inside.
Cool.
And then the back opens up as well.
And isn't there like a robot or something inside the back as well? If I don't.
So then you can keep it's like a little figurine as well.
Right.
Keep in the back.
Cool.
So it comes with two like little figures, and then you can close that down. It's pretty cool. And it fell off the crocodile clip. Yeah, I'm just prepping to top coat them now.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm pretty much done, to be honest.
Oh, I'm nowhere close to done, guys.
What's done here?
That was a lot. This was a lot. It was like patting my head and rubbing my tummy at the same time. That's exactly what this is. Except harder.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
That's what I keep telling myself when I look at my backlog.
Oh, yeah. Always.
So what else have I got to do here? So the top would fit onto that now if I actually built the top. Like this one, I don't know what this is out of. Like, but it's got something very similar to the Goof, where it's got like a cannon on its arm. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Oh, that's quite cool.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna try and build that out now. That looks pretty cool. It's also got the Naginata as well.
Okay, so I need to leave in 5 minutes, if that's okay.
No worries at all, man. Like I said, it's just a bit of a build and chill. Nothing sort of over the top. Like in our old podcast, we would have like a whole list of things we wanted to hit and like talk about, and we would have different segments and stuff, and it was mega stressful, to be honest. So it was pretty cool just to be able to sit around and say hi to everyone. Like I said, this is as close to face as we can sort of get these days.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
but you're planning to do more next year, right?
Definitely. I mean, if it's like this, I can do a lot more. Like if it's this sort of style, Perhaps we could bullet point it a little bit more. But if it's this sort of style, I could definitely do a lot more. But those other ones, they took a lot of work and a lot of effort, and like beforehand, afterwards, because I would try and put up images of all our kits that we built, and we'd be sending pictures to each other and waiting on different people to get everything through. And certain points would get bottlenecked, so I couldn't carry on with editing until I've got this before and that sort of thing. So sticking to a time schedule was pretty difficult, and obviously everyone's got lives outside of this, work and stuff. So if it's just sort of like a build and chill, or sit and hit 3 or 4 different talking points or something, yeah, man, we could definitely do this regular.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
this was fun.
definitely, yeah, it's really fun for me to do that. But yeah, really enjoyed hanging out with you guys and meeting new people. I, so at my university, I have a I also have like a little build group, but like we don't really talk much during the building. It's everyone just focusing on their own kits, and like you just throw out a question and then nobody answers, and like, okay, I'm just gonna continue building it awkwardly. But yeah.
Yeah,
So definitely I do enjoy like chatting and building at the same time, for sure.
No worries, man. It's
Yeah,
nice when
that's
we
cool,
got
man.
it's nice when we got the other guys on as well, because we all come from different aspects of the community. Like usually someone's got the answer to any question, which is what I really like about our group. So
Yeah, for sure.
Any questions about posing? We've got you as well now, man. So we expect you to turn up bright and early and answer them all.
Yeah, what's your Instagram? I don't know if I follow it.
It's just Goofy Dom. My username. I'm in the Instagram group chat, I believe.
Oh right.
It's the Reddit icon because I started from Reddit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I follow you. Yeah. I follow each other. Sweet.
I still want to know how you got that ashtray hand
This
pose.
is weird.
Yeah.
This is awesome, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Dude, that
I've
was
been
so
asked to
sick.
do this very long time. I just never had the time and to finish that or start that, and now I'm just starting it. Sorry, what was your question, David? Was it about ashtray or something?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I still want to know how you got the ashtray in that pose where he's doing a handstand.
Oh, it's just balance. It's no, like I don't know how to tell it. Physics. It's hard to explain like without like showing it to you physically, but like you gotta use or like cleverly use the weapons to lean it against, or the body parts, whether you're using it your like the armpit or your crotch to balance like the larger weapons. It's really a trial and error and see if it looks good on camera. Really, like there's no like secret formula to do it. It's just balance.
Okay, man.
But
I don't know if I've got the guts to try that out with my ashtray. I don't want to have to put him back together again after a bad fall.
yeah, I always take the head off when I do like those, just in case something fails, especially
With the
with the
V-fin.
fragile, the V fin. Yeah, I'm pretty careful with my kids. I still break stuff. I still break stuff. It's just
Yeah.
precaution measure. So
I think that's the thing.
anyways,
Like that's the thing with these. They are model kits, right? Then and they're not. They are model kits, and sometimes you have to do a little bit extra work to get them in that pose that you want to. Because I know a lot of guys who sort of wire or fix pose and stuff as well. Which there's nothing wrong with that because they are model kits, right? And I've been
I
tempted
glue
on
them.
occasions to like my victory is glued. Like he doesn't pose at all. Because basically every peg inside is snapped. But that was kind of my fault as well, because I didn't account for just how thicker it would be with the paint on it as well. But you live and learn. Because like a few of them I snapped, and then I decided to scrape the paint off of the joining parts.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I buy figures. I have a lot of Robot Spirits figures that scratch my itch on that. The Robot Spirits figures tend to do a little worse than the GunPla kits since my channel or my not channel, my account is mainly based on GunPla, but I do want to add in more Robot Spirit figs, at least Gundam related, into my next year's poses.
I think
So
what I'd like to see personally, man, is some comparisons. If you've got the time or whatever, like some comparisons. Because I was looking at like the Robot Spirits, Zaku 2, and stuff, and like to see how they would compare to, or compare between different grades as well. Because sometimes like, you know, like from like an outside perspective, if your thing is posing, perhaps you would go for a smaller scale if it poses better, right? Yeah, which is something I try and think of when I do talk about Gunpla, because it's all well and good me saying like I prefer MGs because they're easier to work on, but I know people who take RG every day because they love that extra detail.
Yeah.
Not
Totally.
me. I don't like RGs. In case
No.
anyone doesn't know. In case anyone doesn't know yet, I loathe. I have a scathing hatred for RGs.
I will convert you to RG sometime next year. Trust me, we will make that happen.
Okay.
David, don't worry about that.
What kit do I need to build? What kit will instantly appease my hatred for RGs?
What's your gripe about RGs? Is it just
They're
the
tiny and
like?
they're overly complicated and everything breaks so easily.
Okay, tiny Xeon or Sazabi. If you're afraid of breaking stuff, the Epion is good. Like I had no issues at all with the Epion that I just built.
I'm not getting the Epion because I
Okay.
saw the MG and the RG like literally across from each other in Gundam Base, and it doesn't hold a candle to the MG. The MG looks fantastic, which is not
Interesting.
which is not what I
Interesting.
thought. They had the whole team built. They had the Sandrock, they had the heavy arms, they had Epion, they had both wings, the Proto Zero and the Zero Endless Waltz, and they like I don't know like what I was expecting from them being old kits, but they look brilliant. Like build wise, I don't know how they build. Posing wise, I don't know how they pose, but done. Yeah, they
Okay.
wow, they are.
Then I
very
would
nice
recommend
kits.
you the Xeon, because the Xeon, aside from the antennae, everything on the Xeon is like perfect. Because the antennae is a little bit like thin, so you might snap it. So that's the only part that's fragile. Other than that, all the parts on the Xeon is perfect. The RG new, not so much because of the funnels on the back. It's still like bendy, and then the shield also falls out really easy. The high new, it's the funnels that fall easy. The Sazabi, I broke the parts that connects the torso. I think it's H24, and the arms tend to snap if you use the force incorrectly. So of all the RG kits, you want a sturdy and a big one. The Xeon is, I think, the best to start with.
To start with, is that the only one? Because I've built a fair few of them, mind. I've built the tall geese. I've built the unicorn. I've built
I would not. Well, you start with a unicorn. You're torturing yourself. No,
Oh man,
yeah.
I started with the wing, like not the TV wing, the really crappy wing. That was like my first. That was like my first proper kit. No, just like the wing, endless waltz wing. Not the one with the feathers, like the really crap one. I've got an episode here on YouTube about how much I hate it. But yeah, I broke that. That's just like in a drawer somewhere. I broke the Zaku 2. But that was my fault. That wasn't the Zaku's fault. That was my fault. I was testing out new paint and it made the panel line run. So that's my fault. And then I soaked it in alcohol to get rid of the paint, and it made the plastic so brittle that like tons just snapped. So that was another, like I said, my fault, that one. So I can't blame the Zaku. Like the Zaku is perfect. Like there's no way anyone can say anything bad about Mono Eyes. But yeah, I built the tall geese, the unicorn. What else I built? Strike Freedom, God. And then, like I said, I broke the wing, and I broke the Zaku 2. So yeah, I'm not new to RGs. I just don't like them.
But everything after Unicorn, not including Unicorn, like the tall geese, is pretty good, like in terms of like sturdiness. But
Yeah, the
the
tall geese are
Xeon,
okay.
in my opinion, is the best. But I really do gotta go. So really a pleasure to meet you guys. And David, hit me
Yeah,
up
you
if you're
too,
doing
man.
more podcasts or build a cast for next year.
Will do.
So
Just keep an eye out on the group chat, man. And
yeah,
nice to
I
have
am
you.
pretty. Yeah. Nice meeting you guys. All right, bye guys.
Yeah, you too, man. Take it easy.
Okay.
Bye.
Cody, you're gonna fill the gap, dude. You're gonna turn on.
I think it's pretty funny that every time I join now, somebody else leaves.
They see you. That's all it is, man. They see you.
I'm starting to wonder. Starting to get worried.
Should I have not asked you to help Jake?
What's that?
I said, should I have not asked you to help Jake?
Why? What do you do? Or is this a different thing?
No, a different thing. Nah, I just thought I'd put a
Oh,
bit of fun at the whole situation.
oh, yeah. Still waiting on those Google accounts.
Oh man. Anyway, we're still rolling, dude. We're still rolling. It's like I think I gave us a time tally at 2 hours, and it's now coming up to 3. So we've been saying bye for an hour.
Damn.
Oh, on this build? It's hilarious.
I've been building the what's it called, the Galgoo HG Galgoo, but managed to lose one of my polycaps, so now I can't put the torso together. The other guys have done a good job. Alex has almost finished his.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
It's just left.
So this is going to be the name of the podcast. Alex builds an aerial rebuild. At least one of us found success today. I really want to know what happened to that polycap. Where did I put it? Guys, where did I put my polycap?
I don't know.
Like, I got a feeling I put it on the instructions, and then lifted the instructions, and it probably flew somewhere, right? I don't know. I've got plenty polycaps. There's probably another one somewhere that I can interchange it with.
Behind the chandelier?
Is that?
Behind you, there's I don't know how it's called, chandelier or?
This thing. That thing. That's just my light.
Yeah.
That's my light.
No.
That's my aircon.
Just give me a sec. I have to Google the word.
I'll have a good look around a minute. It's got to be here somewhere, right? It can't be far.
The curtain, sorry, the curtain.
The curtain. Oh, if it went that
Yeah.
far. Perhaps one of the lizards
Anyway.
ate it.
It's a tiny part that disappeared.
It's a
Ooh,
tiny
buddy.
part that disappeared.
It grew legs and walked off.
That's the thing, right? That's the thing. They disappear into the quantum realm, don't they? It has now been conquered by Kang. Nowhere to be found.
That makes more than just one.
He's got a whole army of them. Just have I found it? No, it's my glass file.
Conquered so bad that Disney fired him again. So is that a low shot on Christmas?
Not really. We've already been there.
Yeah, we've
already been there. Oh my god.
Someone bring out Dr. Doom.
That's what I said, right? This is completely going back to previous conversation. But
No, we're just gonna retread shit, guys.
I just don't understand why they didn't.
Sorry about that.
I don't understand why they didn't do the Doctor Doom arc. I just can't for the life of me understand why they went Kang the Conqueror and timelines and all that nonsense, and they didn't do like what's it called, Battle World? Is it Battle
I
World?
think weren't they trying to set it up so that Kang and the whole multiversal stuff will allow them to pull in Fantastic Four and X-Men
But
because they weren't originally properties when the MCU started.
wouldn't Battle World do that though? Like Battle World
Oh, I
solves
have no
everything.
idea. You're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah. Should have gone Battle World. An Old Man Logan. An Old Man Hawkeye.
Old Man Logan. Well, we did Old Man Logan. Still probably one of the better superheroes or movies I've ever seen.
Yeah. That was actually a good film. Even outside of like superheroes. Take away the superhero aspect, it was still a good film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or at least the first 60-70% of it.
Yeah, he had to have some sort of fight scene where he had to fight a version of himself, right? It wouldn't be a Wolverine movie without him fighting himself.
Do you reckon he got paid twice? I'm
See here.
really confused as to where my polycap is, guys. Like, that's what's the worst part. Like, I'm more confused about where it is than I am sorry that it's gone. Like, I just... Where the hell is it?
Don't you have some spare left?
I think I've got some spares out, some HGs downstairs, but I'm not gonna go down and have a look for them. I'll look in the morning. Gotta be here somewhere. I don't know.
Alright. I actually might hop off now because I need to do a quick top coat of this.
To be honest, this would be a nice place to end it because we're at the 3-hour mark.
Yeah, my battery is also about to go.
No worries, man.
So.
Nice to see you again anyway, mate. It's really good
Yeah,
to see
you
you
too,
again.
guys.
We'll do this
Yeah,
again,
this was
definitely.
fun.
Cool
Yeah,
stuff.
for sure. Let's do more build sessions like this.
Yeah.
It also forced me to actually sit down and build my content. So good. It's a good excuse.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Well, I can't wait to see it.
Alright, guys.
When it's done, man. Post it up on IG. We'll take a look.
Yeah, for sure. Just gonna top coat it. Wait for it to dry overnight, and then I'll snap it together tomorrow. And then I think, that'll be it.
And what about people watching this on YouTube? Can they expect a January sale or?
I don't know. Maybe I haven't thought about it, but I might have a few things that I'm not allowed to talk about yet. Coming up in January, but you'll see it for
Keep
sure.
your eyes on Rivals Corner, right?
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Definitely. Man. Yeah. All right, guys. Take care. And,
see you in the next one, dude.
Guys. Yeah. Bye. See you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh. And then there was 3. And then there was 3.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
What's Cody got today? Unicorn? Can't hear you, dude. Mute yourself.
I completely forgot. I swapped the hardware. Swapped to my machine instead of on my phone. And this guy was muted the entire time.
Dude, I want to ask you a question whilst you're on here. Because you've probably got the answer.
Oh, no.
The DLC for Horizon, how's that going?
I'm doing that this week, I think.
So you've not played it yet?
Mm-mm. I've been playing Pokemon a lot lately.
Which one?
Because I have my Switch, and I was just like, I've been playing it on my phone, especially when I go like travel to work. I bring this little Pokeball Plus thing.
Oh, right.
And then, so I just had to do a bunch of stuff for me, and then I've been transferring Pokemon to my Switch because I can just play it on the couch. But no, I think this week I'm going to play Burning Shores, and I'm going to finish Fallen Order. Because those have been hanging over my head for way too long, and I need to get my backlog, just like GunPla, I need to get my backlog cleared so I can get going on new stuff.
Yeah. Dude, I'm thinking about doing like a self-imposed buy ban for the next like up until the NT comes out.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. Thankfully, too, most of my buying has been of like collections of older stuff, right? So like
Yeah.
the MG Seed and the MG 00. Like, I'm not gonna buy those again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I'm pretty happy with how my collection or backlog is looking at the moment. And the only stuff I seem to be buying recently is stuff that sort of skips the queue. Which is another conversation we were talking about a little earlier. But outside of that, I'm kind of thinking of A, so I can get through my backlog, but B, everything drops in price so quick that like if I just wait when I am ready, it's gonna be like super cheap.
Yeah.
And it's,
And what's cool is Bandai actually reprints everything, like damn
Yeah.
near everything. That it's not like you're missing out. Whereas like with Legos, it's like a single run, and then when they discontinue it, they discontinue it after a couple of years.
yeah, man.
So when it's over, it's over. But GunPla, shit, dude, for Christmas I got a kit from 2001, right? So it's just like,
What'd you get?
oh, I got what's that sweet girl? Are you gonna help? Are you gonna help, Nene? No, you out of here? Okay. My dog came in to visit. I got a MG gun cannon.
Oh, it's a gun
Yeah.
cannon. Wow.
Yeah. It's from
Cool.
2001. You can tell it's older by the blue background in the production shots.
2001. That was probably shot on film, dude.
Dude, probably. Probably.
They probably had
Yeah,
like
you
a
get that little
Pentax
film
6.7
grain,
or something set up with one of
Yeah,
those
man.
goddamn screens in the back.
And then my brother and my soon-to-be sister-in-law got me the RG Epion.
Nice.
I got that one too.
So I'm pretty stoked on that one because I have a whole TV wing set up over here. Actually, I wonder if I
Yeah, we were talking about that, right?
Chick-fil-A. There it is.
There you go.
144 scale, right?
Yeah. The only one that's
Sweet.
not like the others, obviously, is the RG wing. But they don't make RGs of the wing, the TV guys. So, other than wing, tall geese, and now Epion, which
Yeah.
I think with wing, I'm just gonna stick with 144. I'm good on the 1/100s, except for I got Death Scythe Hell, and from the Endless Waltz, and I'll probably do Wing Custom, Wing Zero Custom,
Yeah. Vercar,
like
right?
the Angel Wings. Ooh, ooh,
Is that one you've built, Alex? Is that one that you've had a go at yet?
Excuse me?
Wing Zero Custom, is that one you've had a go at yet?
No, I didn't got that on Christmas.
Oh, fair enough. Just a pretty popular one, that's all.
Yeah, I got a reprint rather recently because it was sitting unprinted for a while. And then again, it was also sitting on shelves for who knows how long.
I think that was,
That was
one
kind
of
of a weird one.
that was one of the ones, pardon me, along with the double Zeta where Vercars kind of sort of got a bit decent, but people still didn't trust them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for the Double Zeta because I'm one of the few people that really like the series,
Ah, right.
and
I still haven't touched Zeta.
it's decent. I wouldn't watch it immediately after Zeta like I did. That seems to be the complaint most people have. It's too goofy because the tonal shift for like the first 20 episodes of Double Zeta is more cartoony, like Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, well, that's the sort of feel I get from seeing the enemies of Zeta. They all look like that Monster of the Week kind of feel to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one's even goofier. Like the main bad guy, right out the gates, is like a Scooby Doo. It literally is like Scooby Doo. The way they get chased around the plant, or I guess it's the colony that Judah is from, but not to be confused with Jonah. So close, and they're in the same universe. Let's see here. Where am I at?
These nub marks are terrible.
Which one is that? Which one you building?
HG Zygot, not Zygot, what am I on about? HG Galgu Cannon.
Oof. Galvin Cannon, okay.
You see that, guys? You can't see it. It looks okay on camera, but they're awful. I'll take a picture of it and upload it later. Stick it on my stories. Oh, terrible. Oh well.
What I like about newer kits in the manual, they tell you exactly what runners you're working on. You're working on a section.
Yeah, like you need ABC runner. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm working on this full armor unicorn. They don't do that. Thankfully, I'm out of runners and everything's in part separated boxes, except these damn Gatling guns. There's 6 of them. I'm going to assume they all use K parts because I can't imagine they use anything else.
Does that have the 3 shields, dude?
Yeah, it does have the 3.
Wicked.
And they're actually rather quick builds. Those are stuff that I have done a while ago.
Might have to build.
They go together really quick.
I might have to
And
build.
they come with all the parts to like put them on the wrist, but because the Gatling, it uses a coupling system that grabs on the side of the forearms instead of the single point swing connector that the rest of the unicorns use. It's actually really nice. It will stay on.
Anything stays on with some super glue.
That's also true. Or magnets. That's what I love doing. Actually, I put in magnets in both of the hands. So I just elected now, anytime I build these guys, is that their hands get magnets and they get 3mm magnets in the palm.
I might try that out on my Nightingale, actually.
Actually, this one, the guns get 2mm or 1mm, but
That's
the only thing is it sticks out. If you can tell, if this can focus. There it goes. You can see that it sticks out quite a bit. So you have to be like pretty precise on where that goes, and then you glue it in, and then hope to God it stays. But I'm gonna pull up his hand. I think you can see this one is the one that I did a little bit better. I did 2. Come on.
I see. Yeah, I can see. It's a bit out of focus, but
There it is.
I get it.
2 rather large ones. Actually, no, those are 1mm. They're tiny. I wonder if I did it only with the right hand. I didn't do it consistently. I was trying out a couple things. Which ones I preferred. I think I like the 3mm because it's nice and big.
And you just got one, right?
No, it'd be no, that one actually was 1. Thankfully, it's holding on. There you go.
yep. I'm
First.
Oh my god.
Damn, dude. That looks so good. I can't wait to build mine. Been taunting me.
But you got Zowart done, right?
I got the Zolwart Heavy done a bit ago, actually. I didn't buy the regular Zolwart because I didn't want to build it twice. After I said that I just built the Delanza Soul and the Gels Delanza. Like a dummy. But actually, I like the 2 variations of them. I like the different colors.
Yeah, when I was that was very early days of Witch from Mercury. I think it was the green one, the standard Delanza. That was really hard to find for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really funny. Loudest or the standard type, because it's got option parts to build the little flag thing on his head.
Yeah. I accidentally threw the option parts in the bin. Like,
you don't? Do you save your option parts at all?
I do, but
Yeah. Just that one in particular.
I said to myself, okay, tomorrow morning I'll cut them out with the runners and I'll put them in a little bag and I'll put them away with all the rest.
Yeah.
And in the morning I woke up and I threw all my runners in the bin.
just forget about it.
Until about
It's heartbreaking.
3 months later, when I was like, "Oh man, I want to try out this or that or whatever," then I realized that I didn't have any pieces.
Damn, dude.
Whatever.
I've actually done that a couple times where I thought I cut everything out and then we'll throw everything in the recycling. And I do it all at once. I got like the box of runners down here on my right. Then I had to go run because it was like a critical joint piece to make a kit work. And I was like, wait, how am I missing this piece? Went and had to dig through my recycling. Thank God it was still on the runner and I hadn't even tried clipping it.
Yeah. It's dangerous, man. Like, I like to hold mine up to the light like this and make sure that they're completely empty first now.
Yeah, dude, honestly. Yep.
Always.
I go number by number just
Oh,
to check.
shit. There it is. Almost lost another piece. Today, dude, has been like rubbing my head and like patting my head and rubbing my tummy. You know, that thing?
Yeah.
That's what today has been like. I thought, oh, build cast, be nice,
Still
cool,
good.
chill. Phew, nah, not again. Not for me, at least.
Why is that? It was too much?
Man, it's like, you know, I've got a host. I've got to keep the conversation going.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording now. I should have
Oh,
ended
did I
long
just
ago.
jumped into this just like, what's up, fellas?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were recording. That's so funny.
Okay, anyway, man. Let's end this now, is it? So, we've hit the 3 hour mark. You've all seen us fail. Well, you've seen me fail. You've seen some nice kits be built by everyone else. So I think that, like, if you just want to waste 3 hours and watch us talk shit about random crap, then see you next month.
Here you go.
Anything you two want to say?
There's nothing to add, to be honest.
Happy day after Boxing Day. Happy belated Christmas if you celebrate it, or any other holidays you celebrate. And Happy New Year.
Don't lose your polycaps.
Don't use your caps, man.
Don't lose your polycaps.
Or just grab it from one of the many bajillion polycap runners they always send you home with.
Dude. A, 2 of them. B, 2 of them. C, about 8 of them. No, E, about 16 of them. I, the one I'm missing. There's 1. Luck of the Irish. Alright, I'm gonna turn off now, otherwise we'll be here forever.
Right.